for you at any of our locations in Fayetteville, Farmington, or Springdale. Don't forget about the Lewis Guarantee, home and double the factory warranty, only at Lewis Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Aaron Spahn, Lieutenant with the Farmington Fire Department. Each year, the Farmington Fire Department inspects businesses for fire hazards. These are the most common safety hazards we find. Materials that are stored close to water heaters, electrical panels, and other heat sources. Blocked exits and hallways, improper use of extension cords, and overloaded electrical outlets. Please ensure fire extinguishers are properly maintained and mounted to the wall. If you have any questions, please call the Farmington Fire Department.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
I'm Jacob Engel, youth pastor at Farmington First Baptist Church. Farmington First students exist to partner with students grades 7 through 12 and their families to make, mobilize, and multiply disciples of Jesus Christ. We do this through Sunday school classes at 9 a.m. and our Sunday service at 10 a.m., as well as our Youth Wednesday night service from 6:30 to 7:45, where students can expect games, student-led worship, and a Bible teaching that directly applies to them, all in a fun, safe, and caring environment. Find out more about us and all of our other ministries at farmingtonfirst.com.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
All right, everybody, I'm Jeff Oxford. It's time for another Touchdowns with Tice. And I'm joined by my good buddy, Jared Morrison. Jared, 2 weeks in a row, man.
I'm on a roll just like the Cardinals, Jeff.
I like it. Coach, first off, congratulations on the big conference win Friday night against the Harrison Goblins. And, man, it's just such a long ways over. That 34 miles between Huntsville and Alpena, the longest 34 miles on earth.
It is. You're right. And it's curvy and it's dangerous and it's tough getting there. But, that's the first long road trip we've taken this year. And I thought our team responded well.
It's a lot shorter trip when you come back a winner.
Well, it certainly was. I guarantee you there's a lot of laughter on that bus. And, you sing songs and tell jokes and things like that. It makes the trip a little shorter.
Coach, real quick on last Friday night's game, Jared and I was up there. We've talked about this several times. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first half. It's a 7-7 ball game, and you're getting ready to receive a kickoff, and we're just wanting to say, man, let's just get a long drive and run the clock out. But you and your team had different ideas. They decided they put up 21 more points in that time frame.
Well, when we got the ball back, we thought that's probably what we were going to do, drive down and hopefully score right before half. But Coach Watley saw something he liked, and we took a shot down the field, and Brady Richards turned it into a big play. Then, we score, go down, score, kick off. Ben Rush knocks it loose. Shaq falls on it right there, and then we go down and score again. And then there was a critical error. And I don't criticize my coach, compadres, colleagues, but they made a critical error. They tried to score. We pinned them deep. The kicking game was tremendous. Pinned them deep, and they decided they'd try to score, and they threw one out in the flat. Kingston London picked it off and ran it in for a touchdown. So it goes from 7-7 to 28 to 28-7, and for all practical purposes, it's pretty well over.
Coach, and then talk about that coming out of the locker room to start the second half, and your defense goes out there right off the bat and gets a 3 and out.
Well, I tell you what, we talk a lot about the first 4 minutes of the second half. That being the most important, really critical part of the ball game to us. And I thought our defense responded really, really well, as they did all night. They gave up 2 chunk plays the whole night. and made them go the hard way. But I tell you what, we have not hit people like we hit those people Friday night all year long. It was tremendous tackling.
Offensively, defensively, special teams, coach, a very well-rounded game. You talked about the kicking game, 3 for 3 from field goals. No extra points missed. And then, you look at your punting game and pinning them deep. You had one punt there. But, I mean, the most part, man, great special teams that were truly special on Friday night.
Well, we got a little pressure. And, of course, Ian is so quick back there to get it off. And we kind of missed a block on the outside that gave him a little bit more pressure than what we'd like to have him put under. But in practice, we can actually, Tage Pollard is such good at snapping the ball that we put people over there and don't block anybody, he can get them off. So I don't worry about getting the punt blocked, but then he hit that one. It was a moonshot and pinned him deep. Ian's doing a great job. But Tage Pollard, sophomore, and there's not, I keep telling Tate, there's not anything you can't do. He plays quarterback, wide receiver, snaps on punts and things like that. And he's really done a good job for us and solidified that. And if you go back to my comments in August, people asked me, I remember Henry Apple called me and said, well, what's your concerns? And I said, deep snapper. And I was being honest. The rest of our football team in August was solid. We knew where we were going and who we were going to go with. But deep snapper, we weren't settled on that until right before the first game when Tage walked out there and said, I can do that, Coach. And he can, so we don't worry about that very much.
Coach, there's another sophomore I'd like to talk about, and that's J.J. Moore. Had to come off the bench and do some stuff for some injured players, and he's really made an impact. Tell us a little about him.
Well, J.J.'s not your typical sophomore. His ability to compete, he wants to compete, and he will compete every down. And, the thing about it, of course, we lost Aiken Johnson, but we knew J.J. was capable, of stepping up and filling in for Aiken. Hopefully he gets back in the playoffs maybe. But J.J. is one of those special kids. He can catch another gear. And he had a great game the other night, 2 touchdowns and 2 or 3 passes where he had to lay on the ground, catch the ball, and things like that. Just a tremendous game out of that sophomore. So our sophomore class, been contributing quite a bit for us.
Coach, let's move on to this week's game. Another road trip, another tall challenge for the Cardinals as we're going to load up on the bus and go to Central Arkansas and face Greenbrier.
Well, coming into the season, we thought that this 2-week stretch would tell the tale for us. And to go to Harrison, and I tell you, Harrison probably has front 7 as good a defense, maybe even the best defense in the league. They're big, strong up front, really good players. And so to go over there and beat them, that's a big step. And now to go to Greenbrier, who has by far one of the best offenses in the state, will be a big challenge for our defense. Remember this name, Enoch Asan. He's a tailback. He's 5'9". He's a 190-pounder. He runs about a 4.5 40, and he's strong and he's tough. And he'll take on any tackler head on if he has to, if you pin him up. So, we did a good job on him last year, although he broke some, and he's going to break some probably Friday night. And we just can't dwell on the last play. He's that kind of player, and they'll start him out. They'll line him. You'll notice they'll line him up almost 10 yards deep, hand him the ball as deep as they can, and he just finds the hole, whether it be front side or back side or whatever. So we've got to be, and we preach this all the time, but boy, this week is the most important. Jared, you got to have your gap, I got to have mine, and Jeff's got to have his, and we can't think I got to get over here and help you or you got to get over here and help him. You better stay where you're at because he's going to find it. So if our gap integrity is good, that's a good chance for us to be successful. Also, the quarterback's back, very underrated. He's about 6'4", can throw it really well to 2 receivers. Number 3 and number 10 are very fast. And so you can't load up. You're going to have to play both the run and the pass. And the best thing we can do offensively, we talked about this last year coming into this game, and it held up for us all the way through the playoffs. Teams like this make first downs, run clock. Don't get frustrated that we're not making big plays down the field because they're going to line up in a 3-man front, 8 men behind it. You know, you go forcing that ball down the field, it's not going to pay dividends for you. So we know we can be successful by, you know, playing this approach to the game of making first downs. And I keep telling the kids, you know, if you make enough first downs, you're going to make touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, they won't lengthen the field. They won't make you turn around and go back the other way. So I think we believe in that philosophy, and I think it will prove very beneficial to us in this ballgame.
Well, Coach, I'm pretty sure that you and I we will have our assignments, but I'm pretty confident Jarrett will mess his up. So we'll probably have to do a lot of covering.
I'm not going to cover for
We're going to have to cover for him.
No,
That's why we got a safety, right?
So, Coach, when you get ready and when you look at this 4 weeks, you said these 2 weeks, you know, but man, I look at that schedule and it's brutal. And, you know, you got Harrison, Greenbrier, then Bologna, then Walton, and you know, you're right in the middle of it. Coach, in practice, do you do anything different knowing you're in this part of the stretch, or is it just another day being a Cardinal?
No, we cut practice down. We're off the practice field, on the practice field no longer than an hour and 10 minutes. Now, we spend some time in the weight room, film room, things like that. But on the field practice time, it's an hour and 10 minutes. We want them fresh. We're a senior-laden team. You know, lots of times, especially when you have a senior-laden team, practice gets monotonous. And we want to stay away from that. We want to keep them excited. We want to keep them fresh. But that stretch, you're right. But the thing about the stretch, you can get this ball game, then you get back home.
Yeah.
And that makes a big, big difference. And I know teams don't like to come to Cardinal Stadium. We hope we can keep it that way.
Well, you're right, Coach. This is next to the last time the Cardinals have to load the trailer and go until we get to state playoffs.
That's right.
So, Jared, you got anything?
You know, one thing I did see, Coach, when I watched some Greenbrier film is they're huge, they're big, and we seem to be undersized pretty much against everybody we play. How do our kids hold up to that? Because they've done a great job so far.
Well, first off, we had a great off season. We're very strong up front, and I always worry about that too, Jared. But then I got looking at kids like Seward up there, and Hammonds has come in and done real well. Boger being kind of banged up a little bit. Then the two defensive ends, Wiley Stotts and Trevor Harvey, they're competitors. And last week, I kidded Seward. I said, how in the world did you get Hammonds to line up on the same side where that 6'2", 290-pound tackle was, that guard 6'3", 285. How did you get him to line up there? Did you pay him off? I mean, and Hammonds did a great job tying those two guys up. And a great player. And here's a stat for you. They lost. A great player. And here's a stat for you. They lost 3 defensive players the first game to ACLs.
Oh, wow.
So, they were really, really loaded. And so that, I think that'll benefit us. But we're going to have to spend some time with that nose guard because we have to get some help, with our guards. And every time he's standing up, we may want to nudge him here in the ribs a little bit, Jared.
Get a little help from you.
So maybe when he's locked up on JD, he's turning over here and looking here, things like that. But that's the thing. We're strong, up front. We're quick up front. And Coach Harper, I hate to brag on him. This is not going out to his house, I hope. But anyway, Coach Harper does such a great job drilling them in the fundamentals that our front will hold up against anybody's.
All right, Cardinal fans, this has been another episode with Touchdowns with Tice. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back to start the ball game.
All right, Cardinal fans, I want to welcome everybody to a little Cardinal football. I'm Jeff Oxford, joined by my good buddy, former scat back, Burger King, All-American, Jared Morrison. Jared, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Jeff.
Man, I'm glad you're here. Brian Dean's down on the sidelines tonight. And Jared, we got on the bus. Well, you got on the bus. I haven't pulled the equipment trailer. We loaded up. We went down here. We're in central Arkansas, all the way down to Greenbrier, in a very huge matchup in conference play, Jared.
tonight the Cardinals take on a very good Greenbrier team.
Yes, Jeff. It's a beautiful night for some football, and it's going to be a battle tonight. Greenbrier is a great team. They've got a really good high-powered offense. You just heard Coach Tice on the Touchdowns with Tice shows talking about that. We've really got to control their offense. Their defense has played good the last 2 games. They're going to have to step it up tonight. They've got a running back, Hassan. I think he's number 8 or 9. They're showing a highlight of him on the board right now, but he's a stud. He's a well-built kid. And then they've got a big offensive line. They got a good quarterback. Like, they're just a good all-around offensive team. It could be a shootout. We could see another Morrilton-type game tonight. So, Cardinals have got to play well on both sides of the ball, got to really contain their offense and come out here and play some good Cardinal football.
Well, you're right. And if you're a Cardinal team, you got to be in the locker room. You got to think, man, what's going on? 2 weeks in a row, you've been scheduled as somebody else's homecoming.
Yeah. Even the cheerleaders were talking about that as we pulled in. They're like, why are they scheduling us as their homecoming? Take a little offense to that.
Well, yeah, they I guess everybody thinks Cardinals is an easy victory.
Well, and sometimes it just depends on how the schedule works out. Either you're going to have your homecoming in September or you're going to have it in November, unless you have that one game in October. You can schedule it.
So the Cardinals come in. They're perfect in conference play. 2-0. Greenbrier comes in. I believe they're 5-0, right? Jared, they haven't been beat this year, have they?
I don't think they
have.
They're
5-0. They're also 2-0 with a big win over Morrilton a couple weeks ago. And Cardinals coming off a trip last week to Harrison where they come back with an impressive 34-14 win, 37, 14, something like that, isn't it?
I think it could have been more. But,
it was 37. We kicked 3 field goals in the second half. 37-14. And so Cardinals, man, this is a big game. This is one you want to start out early. Look, if we win the toss, look for the Cardinals to receive the ball. They like to try to score first and put the pressure on the other team. And man, it's a beautiful night. This is a beautiful stadium. We've been down here several times, and Jared, it's one of the few places we go where we have our own press box on the other side. We don't have to walk through anybody wearing blue shirts to get to where we're going.
Yeah, I remember when we first started playing here, it wasn't this way.
No, we had to walk right up amongst them, didn't we?
Yeah, you had to go up and on their side. And it is nice having your own press box.
Yeah, it is.
We're over here kind of by ourselves. We got our coaches right next door to us. Right here, the coaches don't have to walk a long ways to get down to the sideline at halftime. They got a nice setup. It's a nice field.
And it seems like we are so close compared to last week.
We are very close compared to last week.
So we can actually see out the window.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Jeff, I think if you stuck your hand out the window, I can give you a high five.
Hey, if I stick my hand out the window, give me $5. So Brian Dean down there on the sidelines, and man, I know the Cardinals were fired up. A couple of things that they're a little perturbed about the homecoming, being scheduled for homecoming, and just. I think he's already fired up being a big game. And, Brian, I know you've been down there for a little bit. The mood down there is pretty positive right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, here's the outlook for them. I mean, let them go ahead and schedule their homecoming. We just come in here, handle our business, and be homecoming spoilers just like we were last week against Harrison. And this is a big step for us, for both teams. I mean, obviously for us, moving to 3-0 in the conference would set us up nicely for the state playoff race. And let's hope we can continue that momentum that we've had in the conference side of things.
Yeah, you're right. This is a marquee matchup in the league tonight. And so, Jared, it's been a long week. This is you get done with Harrison, which is always a big win when you go down there and beat them, and then you have no time to really breathe. You got to get right back to work because. Totally different animal. Harrison's got a good club, and Harrison's going to win a lot of games. And don't be surprised if Harrison's not a playoff team. I think they probably are.
I think they are.
And they can probably win a game of the two in the playoffs, and maybe get on the run, like we did. But this is a little different beast. That a little different offensively. We'll see a different defense than what we saw last week. Yep. And of course, every week, Aiden Lester's getting a little better, feeling a little better. So. Boys, you gotta like where you are right now. You mentioned it. Defense played good the last 2 weeks, last 2 ball games. They gave up a total of 14 points, and man, that's big in high school football.
It is. It is big. And, you know, one of those against Harrison was in the second half, I think, against some subs. So really our first-string defense has given up one touchdown in the last 2 weeks. But, yeah, you know, our defensive line is going to have their hands full tonight. You know, they've really got to do a good job of occupying their gaps and doing the best that they can to occupy some of those big down linemen to keep our linebackers free. That's one of those things that doesn't go in the stat book, but when a defensive lineman can occupy two offensive linemen, it allows our linebackers to flow and get over the top and make tackles. I think one thing you're going to see with this Greenbrier team is a little different than Harrison is you've got they have a little bit more balanced attack. You know, they can attack in the air and on the ground. Harrison struggled, I think, throwing the ball a little bit more than what we're going to see tonight. So it's going to be a big test for our defense. The other thing we've got to do that we've struggled with a little bit is we've got to limit our penalties. Yeah, penalties are going to hurt us. You know, we get behind the sticks a few times against Harrison, end up having to punt. And then we've really got to do a good job of securing the football and not having turnovers. We've done a good job of that. We got to continue that because that was a difference maker last week. Yeah. You know, they had, I think, 3 turnovers. Harrison did. You know, that's why. You talked about they're a good team. They are a good team. But when you turn the ball over 3 times and the other team capitalizes all 3 times, it's hard to win a ball game. You're right. So I think the turnover margin is going to have a big impact on this game.
Yeah. Real quick, captains for the Cardinals, number 34, Ian Shadden. Number 40, that's Aiden Shashowski, the linebacker. Let's see, Cardinals won the toss, and they are going to elect to receive. Also, number,
45.
42, Talons Boger, and then also 45, Peyton Bailey. So the Cardinals will be wearing the white uniforms with the red tops, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back, get ready for kickoff, but the Cardinals will be receiving. You guys get your popcorn, get you something to drink, turn on that 65-inch big screen, and the Cardinals will be going from right to left when we come back.
Guys, I'm not sure I'm running out of ideas. I just think we're going to have to come back to this at a different time.
Hey, you forgot your keys. That was it. This has got to be it. The perfect throw, the perfect spiral. He's got to catch it.
The final play. It's all on me. I have to make this catch.
Touchdown!
Win big today. Continues.
Electrical repairs. Call Buzz Electric. I can tell you Buzz Electric has a great team and a ton of experience. Small jobs, plugs, switches, smoke alarms. Simple. Call Buzz Electric. The hard stuff. Power to your barn. 200 or 400 amp upgrade. That's simple. Call Buzz Electric. Family owned and trusted by local families all over NWA. Call Buzz Electric. 267-BUZZ.
Buzz Electrical.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Greenbrier is getting ready to tee it up. We still got a minute 12 left. They might be going to reset the clock a little bit. We're ready to go. Red officials, both teams on the field. There, they got the clock reset. Back for the Cardinals deep, J.J. Moore, the sophomore, number 13, and number 6, Dawson Keaton, the senior wide receiver.
It doesn't bother me, Jeff, if we want to start a little early.
Yeah, I got that short drive back over the mountain. Whitehat says, let's go. High kick. Fielded by J.J. Moore at the 4-yard line. Going to try to get across the 10, the 15, the 20, up to about the 23-yard line. A good return there by the sophomore. So here comes that Cardinal offense. You'll have Mitchell along at the left tackle. Gavin Hammock will be out there. Jaden Davison, of course, is your center. Let's see. Asa Johnson. And Hartman, I believe, is your right guard. Lester's in the shotgun. 2 receivers right beside him.
A little halfback pass.
Yeah. Pass is incomplete. Man, we had them beat, too. Pass just a tad underthrown.
Yeah, just hand it off.
No, that was Slade Norwood.
Yep. I like it.
Yep.
That's a pretty good job defensively by then to sniff that out. And I like the idea. Let's come out and let's try to do something a little untypical. Start the game off.
Little wide receiver screen over here. Keaton's going to get up close to the 30.
Good gain on first down, Jeff. On second down.
Yeah. Up to about the 29-yard line.
Going to give us a pretty manageable third down, third and about 4. That is wrong on the scoreboard. We use their scoreboard to show it, and they've got it still as second down, but it is third down and 4.
Lester.
Good protection.
That pass is complete. J.J. Moore going to have a first down out to about the 38-yard line. Offensive line did a good job there. They only rushed 3, but Lester had plenty of time. Hit the underneath man.
Good protection. Good job of J.J. getting out there in the open spot, getting the first down.
Empty backfield. Lester, straight drop. It's J.J. Moore over on this side. He's going to get across the 50 down into Greenbrier territory to the 46-yard line.
Just a little cross out there by J.J. Good job of Lester finding him. We give him good protection. We're finding open spots in their defense.
2 backs lined up right next to Lester. Here's a handoff up the middle. Little running room for Logue across the 45 down about the 41-yard line. A pickup of about 4.5, 5 yards. Good ground gain there on the first down.
Good pancake there, Block. We'll have to show a replay of that here in just a second. But, yeah, we knocked somebody and landed on top of them. That's always fun.
Same play. Logue again across the 35, down close to the 30. They're going to mark it down at about the 31-yard line.
Here's that previous play up tight. See if
they
they
going to have
that
time.
pancake.
We're going to hurry up. They're going to Cardinals. Are going to hurry up.
We're going to go.
Yeah. Lester got everybody set. This time we run it to this side.
Good run. That's by Cameron Miller.
Yeah, Cameron
Miller. No, it's
Ethan. That's Ethan Richardson.
Ethan Richardson. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
7 and 8. Cameron is 8 and Ethan is 7.
Richardson again, right up the middle. Pyle's still pushing. They're still pushing. He's going to dive forward and get close to the sticks. I believe it's a first down.
Yeah, we're moving it, man. I love how we're mixing up the run and the pass. Good first drive here for the Cardinals.
First down and 10. The ball's at the 21. Cardinals open up with 3 or 4 straight pass plays, and then we run 4 run plays. Good mixture here by the Cardinals. There's a handoff to the far side.
Oh, they're going to get a hold on that's going to be on Brady Richards, unfortunately. And it wasn't a little bit of a hold, yes. I thought he let go of him when it actually mattered, but they're still going to say that it was a hold. And yeah, I can see that call. You see that? I'm agreeing with the officials, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to get hit by lightning.
Somebody today told me that they talked to you about going down there, and all you could say is, yeah, all Jerry's going to do is complain about the officials.
That's pretty much accurate. Yeah. I think for Halloween, you should dress up as an official. Yeah. So that moves the ball back to the 26. So first down and about, 16?
Yeah.
Lester, straight drop.
We're open.
There you go. Touchdown complete to Brady Richards.
You know, Brady made up for the hold call, didn't he?
I tell you what, his grandma Carol in Connecticut, I bet she's jumping up right now. How about that, Grandma? Brady Richards with a 26-yard touchdown pass, and in 2 minutes and 52 seconds, the Cardinals march you right down the field and score. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. And of course, that's Braden Conrad. So the Cardinals, Jared, that's a pretty good start. 7-0 Redbirds.
It is. Great drive. Good mix of pass and run, and, you know, not just one-sided, but we've done a great job. Our offensive line had a great series there. They're blocking them well. You know, like we said, I think it's gonna be a shootout tonight, Jeff. We'll see. We'll see how our defense holds up here against this high-powered Greenbrier offense. Of course, I'd love to just get us a turnover here on the kickoff and just do it again.
You know, that'd be good too.
We're taking our time, aren't we?
Yeah, it's official. Take a little bit of time right here.
You know, one thing Coach talked about it at the coaches show, but Tate Pollard is our deep snapper. He's done a great job all year getting those deep snaps back there. That's part of it. You know, it's all about the snap and the hold. Make for a good kick.
Cardinals got it teed up. White Hat says, okay, let's go. Pooch kick, fielded at the 18-yard line. Right there, Brown holds him up, and then here comes a bunch of Cardinals. They're going to tackle him right about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good job by Jaquel Brown of holding his man. He pushed his man into the guy with the ball, into the returner, held him up there, and then all his buddies came and finished up that tackle.
So here comes the Cardinal defense. You'll have Jackson Seward along with Reese Hammonds on the inside, and then on out at the ends, Wiley Stoltz, number 46, Trevor Harvey, and then your linebacker, Keaton, Baltz, 0, number 5, Jokel Brown, 0, and Crosby, let's see, they're getting ready to run a play. Here's a handoff to the near side.
Got held.
And the Cardinal defense does a pretty good job right there getting to the ball.
Yeah, that's that number 8, Enoch Hassan. We're going to hear his name a lot. We're queued up on him. But you notice our whole defense was standing up. We didn't have a single person with their hand on the ground. Now we're going to switch back.
Sam Reynolds is your other linebacker. Cardinals show blitz, and here they come. Now they're going to try to run it to the other side. The running back cuts back, and he's going to get to about the 34-yard line, 34 and a half, almost 35. He's about a yard short of first down.
You know, that's what we're going to have to do a good job of, is getting him down on initial contact. He's real good about breaking tackles. He's shifty. He likes to cut. We're going to have to really wrap up good tonight.
London and Bailey is in the secondary, along with Nate Bullion, number 11.
We got Bailey moved up. He's almost like a linebacker. He's playing safety, but he's moved up as like a runner lane safety.
He got some running room. He breaks one. He's at the 40, out of bounds. Bailey knocked him out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
So you bring up one of those linebackers and you have him maybe a couple yards behind the linebackers, and it's just an extra linebacker in there. But, you know, that's great against a team like this who's got such a stud running back, and they're a heavy run team.
Yeah.
But it puts a lot of pressure on your corners
Yeah, Bryce Thompson is another safety, number 14. First down and 10 for Greenbrier. The ball at the Cardinal 42-yard line.
And we got to stand it up here across the front. I'd like to see us move around a little bit, stem a little bit. Don't give their offensive line a clear read.
Quarterback rolls out, and that pass is complete at the 25, the 10, 5, touchdown.
No, you got Jaquel trying to cover that guy. He's right there in his hip pocket, but that's a good throw.
Touchdown for the Panthers.
It's a post route. I think that was from their inside receiver on the far side. But yeah, you know, when we've got our safety moved up like that, it's going to put a lot of pressure. I understand why we're doing it, but it is going to put a lot of pressure on us, covering with our linebackers and our corners.
There's that snap, and the kick is up, and it's good. So with 7:38 left to go in the first quarter, it's all tied up 7-7. And Jared, I believe you're right, man. It's going to be an offensive show tonight.
I think it will. You know, we'll make some adjustments over here on defense. You know, they're going to go to Hassan a lot. He's going to get a little tired. You know, he's fresh right now. He broke a tackle there on the far side. Was able to give him that big run. Yeah, we're just going to have to figure out our keys and play really good defense in the secondary. Like I said before, the defensive line is really going to have a good night tonight.
Yeah.
Playing horizontally on the line of scrimmage. You know, we're going to have to take good angles because he's fast.
So the Panthers getting ready to tee it back up. Keaton and Moore back deep for the Redbirds. This time they're going to move Dawson Keaton over to the far side.
You know, this is one that we talked about it. Ball security is going to be big. One turnover can mean the difference in the game because it might be who scores last.
Dawson Keaton's going to let it go in the end zone. The Cardinals take over at the 20.
I think that's a good decision.
So here will come Lester and the boys.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier, Jeff. Carol, it's Brady Richards' grandma in Connecticut's listening.
Yeah.
I know the Scribner's probably listening in Hot Springs, listening in Hot Springs. They texted me the other night. They were watching the volleyball game. They watch a lot from Hot Springs. We appreciate them. We got people all over.
I got them all over the country. And on 4 different continents.
Yeah. My family's at home. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to make the drive to Greenbrier unless I had to.
Keaton's going to come split all the way over here on the near side. Lester. Handoff up the middle. Pushing a pile forward and still going forward. All the way out to about the 29-yard line. And I believe that one was Miller. Yeah, number 8, I believe.
You look at that, you know, they make contact right at the line of scrimmage, but we just keep pushing that pile, end up, you know, picking up about five yards. 2nd and 5 is not a bad down.
Look at this formation. Here comes the handoff. Dawson Keaton, and Keaton gets to the corner. He's at the 40, 45, up to about the 47-yard lines, and there's a wrinkle, Jared.
Yeah.
Started in a reverse wishbone, and then Logue went in motion, and Dawson Keaton fell right in behind him.
Yeah, just loading student body right. Sending both those running backs over that direction, and just Dawson Keaton's following him. He got the corner and got the first down.
First down and 10 for the Redbirds. Ball sitting at the Cardinal 47-yard line. Lester takes off rolling to this side. Now he's going to tuck it, and he's going to get hit and drop for a loss of about 2.
Now, that's a pretty good job by their defense. They strung it out this way. I think it was a good choice by Lester. We only had 2 receivers in the route over here, and they were both covered pretty well. I think, you know, him trying to tuck it and make something out of it. But they just did such a good job of having contained. He couldn't make the corner.
Second down and 12. Empty backfield. Greenbrier again rushes 3. This time they do a pretty good job on J.J. Moore, and they hold him to a pickup of about 4 yards on that crossing route.
Yeah, last time that they ran that, they didn't. That linebacker didn't pick him up. You know, they do the same thing we do. They go over there on the sideline in between series, and they, you know, got some things figured out and say, hey, whose guy is this? And they figured it out, and they did a better job of covering it. But still pick up about 4. Third and 8.
I want to say hello to Miss McQuistion and Miss Robbins. I know they're watching. Bunch of people back home watching tonight, Jared.
Yep. Hopefully they're out on the back porch watching, enjoying this beautiful weather.
Lester, straight drop. Pass is complete. Going to be short of the first down at about the Greenbrier 46-yard line. Cardinals will need 3 yards.
Tough decision.
Yeah, Cardinals say they're going to go for it.
You know, might run a no play here. Try to get them to jump off sides.
Great crowd tonight. Bunch of Farmington fans. Other side, it's full.
Yeah.
Play clock is down to 16. Lester. Straight drop. Pass is complete to J.J. Moore. First down and out of bounds at about the 30. We'll mark him at the 37-yard line.
You know, Jeff, that's a lot of faith in a sophomore there. Hey, we're just going to run an outright with J.J. inside receiver here, or outside receiver, and just trust he's going to catch it. It's the old sticks route.
Lester, great fake to load. He's going to get across the 30. Now he's broken. He's at the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Lester. Well, they could have thrown a flag here. Hit a little deep in the end zone.
All right, still we ran quick. Here's the replay on that. We'll watch this replay here because I switched back to the tight view and we missed some of it. But he does a good job of just kind of slow playing it, slipping a tackle there. They blocked themselves, and then it is a little bit late on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Ty's telling them about it, and they're telling him to get back off the field. Kick is up, and it's good. I bet Coach Ty's has a little talk about it.
Oh, I bet he does. Yeah. Here's that replay again. Just fake it right there, and then he's reading that guy. That guy takes the running back, and then he just goes. And then he does Lester things right there. Slips right in between 2 defenders, and then he's gone. You know, even with the bum knee, he's still quick.
Coach Tice letting them know about it. Coach Tice doesn't like his headset.
You know, he's telling we got to protect our kids.
Yeah,
we got to protect our quarterback.
I mean, when you see it, I'm sure you can see it on the replay. I mean, he was 3 yards in the end zone when he got hit. There's a little pooch kick. Fielded at the 23. Trying to get to the outside, and he does. He's across the 45, the 50, 45, and out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
We're going to watch this replay here. He hits him right. He makes contact right at the line of scrimmage, but then it's that last push right there. He doesn't have to make that push.
Yeah. So Panthers got great position here at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, good return by them. He's able to slip through two of our lane guys, find a seam. Should have a second layer there that makes that tackle, but we got held up and got blocked.
There's the handoff to the far side. Got some running room down inside the 35, down to about the 30. It's going to be enough for a first down.
think tonight it's who's going to get the most stops. That's what it's going to come down to. Who can get stops on defense? That's what this game is going to end up being about.
Well, there was a safety, Nate Bullion, in on the tackle. Cardinals show blitz. Here they come. The run goes to the far side. Cardinals do a better
going to get a
job
hold
there, and there's
call.
a hold. Yeah. Cardinals do a great job there and hold them up and force them out of bounds for.
Big number 70 right there got us wrapped up. You know, we're probably outweighed there, but we're faster, so we're able to get to the edge. See how we're fighting to that outside shoulder? It's a great job of fighting to the outside shoulder, and then he has no other option other than to hold us or just let us make the tackle.
They'll move it back, make it first down, and
a bunch.
Yep. First down about 21, isn't it?
Well, you look at their defense or their offensive line and our defensive line. You know, we are outsized, but our defensive line is pretty quick, and so we can fight to the outside. We can get to that outside shoulder and force those running backs back inside.
Pistol formation. Here they come on the quick toss, trying to get to this side. And Harvey's going to ride him down, and I tell you what, Bailey did a great job in not letting him get outside. He set that edge.
Yeah, you see him come running there, and he sets that edge and forces it back inside where Harvey's there to finish it. And that's when you're the contain guy. That's your job. Force it back inside to where all your buddies are.
Second down and about 13.
They got him behind the sticks on that penalty. We need to try to capitalize and get the stop. But I think they're probably in 4-down territory.
There's a quick out route.
Oh, we just missed the tackle.
Missed the tackle with a little juke move, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah. We were there. Kingston London did a good job of coming up. He saw the route. He came up on it. Just got to sink your hips and watch their belly button.
Kick is up and good. So, Jared, let's take a quick break with 3:06. It's all tied up, 14-14.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Miller at the Farmington Fire Department. With smoke detectors and CO detectors, remember to change the batteries in the spring and fall during the time change. After 10 years of use, the smoke detector's ability to see smoke is greatly reduced. If you remove your detector from the wall, you will see a date of manufacture on the back. For more information on these and other topics, please contact the Farmington Fire Department.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back, 14-14. Offensive showcase so far, Jared.
It is, and you know it is what we thought it was. We thought it was going to be that, and it's become that right now. 28 points so far in the first quarter. Still 3 minutes left to play in that quarter.
High kick. Keaton's going to field it in the end zone, so the Cardinals take over first down at their 20.
Two different methods here on the kicking game. Is we're pooch kicking it and they're kicking it in the end zone. There's not any wind tonight, is there? No, it's the flag standing still.
Yeah. So here comes Lester and the boys.
They got some lights that are flashing really bad. Did you notice that?
Well, it's on the scoreboard over there.
No, it's up there.
Oh.
Like they're flashing.
Oh, yeah,
bad.
they do. Yeah.
Like, they don't have the lights that do that on purpose, do they?
I don't think so.
They have those those sports lights that change color and flash and strobe, and that's good edge there we set.
Yeah. Keaton with the run. He's going to pick up about 3 yards, make it 2nd down and 7.
You know, we had the edge there. The safety had to come flying in there to get him to turn back upfield.
Again, Johnson, Hartman, Davison, Hammock, and Mitchell across the front.
See, now that I've noticed those lights flashing, I can't not notice it. Like, that's all I see.
Empty backfield for Lester. Quarterback draw. Lester got some running room. Going to get out of bounds after he gets a 1st down out to about the 32-yard line.
Good job by their defender holding up. He grabs a hold of the back of it. I thought, we're going to get a penalty, but no, he held up. He did a good job.
Cardinals break their huddle. Plenty of time left on the play clock. It's just now at 15. 2 receivers to the far side. J.J. Moore all by himself over here. Lester, hand off to Logue. Logue breaks the tackle, then gets cleaned at about the 34-yard line.
That was a good hit. I don't know who that was by. I think it was one of their linebackers. Came in and really laid the hammer down on Logue.
I think it was 12, Jared.
Number 12. He don't need to do that.
I just got a score report that Harbor is down to Springdale 17-0.
Oh, wow.
Springdale kicked a 56-yard field goal.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a long ways.
Lester, straight drop. 3-man rush.
Good protection.
Complete over on the far side across the 35 to the 40. Ethan Richardson, the running back, out of the backfield. And they'll be 3rd down and 1.
Doctors at Millennium Chiro.
We'll watch this replay. Well, no, we're not going to have time because I didn't have it queued up right. But offensive line's doing a great job of protecting. It's got lots of time.
Greenbrier shows blitz.
3rd and a foot. All we need is a foot.
Lester. You want to roll out this way?
That's the pass interference. That's pass interference, Jeff. That is definitely pass interference.
Yeah.
You can't make contact with the receiver. I don't know if we got that. We didn't get it on film.
He sure did. He shoved him before the ball got there.
Yeah, the ball was on his way there, and we did not have a chance to make the catch before the shove happened.
Hand off to Logue, and Logue's going to have the 1st down and get out to about the 44-yard line.
That's some faith and some trust in your offensive lineman and your running back there. It's a great job, good blocking. Pull that play side guard around and really seal that edge. Good play.
Two receivers to the near side. Lester. Handoff. Up the middle. Still pushing the pile. Going to get close to the 50. Let's call it the 49 and still pick up the 5 yards.
I'll take that on first. Ooh, one of their guys stripped over another one of his players. But, yeah, I'll take that every 1st down.
That's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. As soon as we get back, we'll go to Brian Dean with the first sideline report of the night.
Sports Medicine Rehab, Amanda Clinic, are proud to partner with Farmington High School to provide expert, compassionate care to young athletes. Dr. Stephen Whitelaw, Eric Walker, Bobby Pritchett, David Sins, and Alex Woods are certified chiropractic sports physicians. If sports are an important part of your life, you owe it to yourself to work with sports experts for your health and well-being. And if mom and dad has an injury, we care for people of all ages. From backaches to injury recovery, Millennium Chiropractic has your back. Now located in Johnson across from Pizzeria Ruby.
The fall kickoff event is on now at Lewis Automotive Group. Unbeatable prices, special financing, and your next ride is ready for you at any of our locations in Fayetteville, Farmington, or Springdale. Don't forget about the Lewis Guarantee, home and double the factory warranty, only at Lewis Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Aaron Spahn, Lieutenant with the Farmington Fire Department. Each year, the Farmington Fire Department inspects businesses for fire hazards. These are the most common safety hazards we find.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Brian Dean, pretty exciting first quarter down there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I was curious going into this game how the offensive line was going to handle their defensive line, but so far so good. We just got to keep going and figure out a way to make a defensive stop as well.
Yeah, Cardinals tried to run a little misdirection there, and J.J. Moore is going to be hit for a 5-yard loss. Third down and 10.
Yeah, they read that play the whole time. That was a good job by their defender. Saw J.J. going back around the backside and was just in his hip pocket. Big third down here for the Cardinals.
Lester, empty backfield. Plenty of time from the offensive line. Lester makes one miss. He's across the 50 and going to get a first down all the way down inside the 45 to the 43. And I looked out there and Leighton Mitchell, one-on-one with a big old boy out there. And Mitchell handing him his peanut butter sandwich.
a little pancake block?
No, he just had him, and he said, no, you ain't coming back, man. You know, if you brought your lunch bell, you better eat it right here, because this is as far as you're going. A good job there by that left tackle.
It's a good job there by Lester. It's just him, you know, Lester doing Lester-esque things.
First down and 10. There's a handoff. Logue is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Make it second down and 10.
You know, we fake that to Ethan Richardson and then hand it off to Logue right behind him. And Logue tries to follow him, but they did a good job. I think that was their linebacker shot the gap there between our guard and our tackle and made that contact right there at the line of scrimmage.
Lester, straight drop.
Oh, that you can't do that. There we go.
There you go. I'm right. That little boy just shoved old J.J. Moore.
Yeah.
At the 21-yard line.
Yeah, just gave him a good push. Way before the ball got there.
Pass interference, that moves the ball down to the 29-yard line. You know, Jared, you've missed it several times, but Hayden's got to feel very comfortable in that pocket tonight. He's had plenty of time.
He has. The offensive line, of course, they're only rushing 3. You know, they're trying to take away our pass, you know, by dropping, 8. But our receivers are doing a good job of finding holes in the defense, and Lester's doing a good job of finding them.
Lester.
And that's the other thing that happens when you only rush 3 and you drop your linebackers. It gives Lester some lanes to run.
Yeah, I thought he was going to tuck it right there, and he threw it at the last minute, and that pass is incomplete. So, second down and 10. $9:57 left to go here in the first half. Lester, straight drop. Out route, pass is complete inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Dawson Keaton with the catch.
Just a little out route there, little stop and out, and puts it right there. Dawson has to go down to a knee, but he makes the catch.
That's a yardstick. Run it to that stick, man.
Yep.
Get that first down. Nice drive here by the Cardinals. Reverse wishbone here, Jared. Here's the handoff. Lowe trying to get to the corner. He does get to the corner. He's still,
they threw him forward a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to get down inside the 15 to about the 14, 13, 14-yard line.
Yeah, so good there. I think Brady Richards set in the corner there, and then, breaks the tackle, and then they throw him forward. We appreciate that.
That happened right in front of Brian Dean down there. Lester. Handoff up the middle. Going to push the pile. Get down to about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, 10, 11, I think you're right. Going to give us about third and a long 3, 4, somewhere in there.
Yeah, good run there by Miller.
Yeah, he was real patient right there. He's trying to find a seam in that offensive line. Picks up good 3 or 4 yards. Makes it really manageable third down here. We might kick a field goal, but the way this is going, if we can get a touchdown, we need it.
Yeah, you're right. Lester. Straight drop. Pass is complete. That's going to be enough for a first down. Brian Dean, you know who that was caught that?
I think it's Fowler.
You think it's who?
It's 19. It's Austin Sanchez.
Yeah, well, that would be one that I don't think that's right on my roster.
Austin Sanchez?
No, I don't.
Is that right?
I mean, it's 19, but
yeah,
I thought
you're going to have to help me out, Brian.
Yeah, go ask somebody.
We think it might be Austin.
19.
Yeah. What we got going on? We have a little bit of an injured player or something. They're going to do a official. Somebody got to go off the field.
Yeah,
I don't know if her helmet come off or whatever.
Equipment malfunction of some sort. Could be knee pads. Could be chin strap. It looks like, he's pulling his knee pads down. I'd say it's probably knee pads.
Yeah. So it'll be first down and goal with the 5.
Well, at least they're consistent. They sent Brady off. Now they're sending their guy off. They're consistent with that aspect, at least.
We've seen that called all year.
Yeah.
Rule of emphasis, I guess.
Yep. Handoff up the middle, Lowe trying to get in. He's going to be stopped at about the 2.5-yard line.
See, let's watch this replay here. We got good push right there by our guard. Yeah, it's a good run. Jaden Davidson, good block there. I said guard, he's our center. Playing with the nose guard right in front of him. He's got to block that guy all night. And that guy's pretty good. Remember, Coach Tice talked about him.
Handoff again. This time they're going to get down to about the 1-yard line.
Watch Jaden right here. Let's see if I can pause this thing. Right here in the middle, Jaden Davidson's going up against their big nose guard. Well, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. We'll watch it here in a little bit. We got the jumbo package coming out. Yeah, Jaden's doing a good job. Coach Tice talked about handling that nose guard all night, and Jaden's doing it.
Hand off to Logan. He's going to get in the end zone.
Great push there by the front. We're foot to foot. We got 0 splits. We got all the weight forward. We're just coming out low. We're getting underneath them. So you see we get his shoulders pushed up, that defensive lineman there, and he's 3 yards deep in the end zone.
Hey, 19, Cooper Stoltz.
Cooper Stoltz.
All right.
Was on that pass earlier. Change that on my roster.
Yeah. Wait, boy, Penn.
Oh, the kick is up, and it's good.
I like it.
Yeah, Victor's not here. We got to do that. He sent us a text this week, told us he wasn't going to be here, and it's our responsibility.
16 is Pollard. Pollard 16. Cooper Stoltz is 19.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm wondering, if we kick this thing deep here. Boots kick didn't work too good last time for us. They try to kick it deep. I'd like to do what they're doing and kick it in the end zone.
Need somebody to blink right here, Jared.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Need to get a stop or a turnover. Well, I guess turnover is a stop. But we talked about it. Maybe who scores last.
There's a good high kick.
They're going to field it, though.
At the 3-yard line. And the Cardinals going to get him down at the 21, 22-yard line. Now, Jared, let's talk a little bit right quick before defense takes field. That offensive possession, we took that ball over with a little bit, like 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Ran almost 6 minutes off the second quarter, 9 minutes. Sometimes offense is your best defense.
That is right. Keep the ball out of their hands. Coach Tice talked about how they maybe have the best offense in the state. They've shown it so far. Yeah. 2 conversions there. I know we had one. We had 2 fourth-down conversions. If that's wrong, Kirk Sims the one who said it. But I know we had at least one. He's probably right. We did have 2.
Handoff, trying to get to the outside, and Bailey's going to force him out of bounds over there, but not before he gets up to about the 29-yard line.
Got to get him contained. He's been over there on the sideline for the last 15 minutes resting.
Greenbrier looking over at their...
It looks like we have like a linebacker stack right behind our nose guard, and we're twisting them. Looks like that's what we're doing. One's going one way, one's going the other. They moved on both sides.
That pass is complete at the 45, the 50, the 40. They're going to be tackled inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line.
Should have never happened.
They're going quick. I'm going to watch this last play. But you'll see he does a hard count. And they moved. And the one moved over here, too.
Well, we got a little... Boys getting mad down here. There's a handoff up the middle, and the Cardinals are going to get the tackle at about the 10-yard line. We'll get a sideline warning on the Cardinals here, I believe. They can call sideline warning, but can't call the false start.
Can't call a false start. They had 2 guys jump, one on each side.
Yeah.
Didn't call it.
I have one word for that, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Greenbrier.
Yep. If you remember, Jeff, this is the place where they ran
don't tell
6
me.
plays in 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Before the half to score and go ahead.
There's a flag. It must be on us because they let the play run.
Well, I think it is a false start. We'll find out here in just a second, but I think it's a false start.
If they call all sides on the defense, Cardinals fans are going to go ballistic. No, they're going to call it on them.
No. Some of our fans are getting after their box guy. Their box guy was getting mad at our coaches trying to get down the sideline, and
Yeah.
our fans are letting him know that he's got to be professional.
Well, that one dude in the gray shirt, he ain't even run the box. He's standing. I don't know what he's doing. Straight drop.
He's setting the 5-yard pin.
Well, that doesn't really even matter.
That ball is picked off at the goal line and back out over about the 15-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Cardinals. And let's see. What was it, mate? Who caught that?
14, Bryce Thompson.
There you go, Bryce Thompson.
No, we talked about it. Turnovers could be big.
From this vantage point down here, boys, I think Bryce just undercut that receiver to pick it off.
Yeah, it was a good play. Jared Mindy's going to have to go down on the sideline.
Yeah, we might.
Huh?
We might. You know, Coach Thompson's our admin on duty tonight. He's got his work cut out for him down there.
I guarantee you. Cardinals going to call a quick timeout with 4:53 left to go here in the first half. And Jared, this is a big drive.
It is. Get the stop. You know, they're going to get the ball in the second half. Really need to take some time off and not, try to, we said this last week against Harrison. Remember what happened?
Yeah.
But it would be great to drive down, use all 4 minutes and 53 seconds and score before half, knowing that they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Curious if we're using this timeout just because things were a little heated on the sideline or what. But it looks like they're having a discussion with their with the chain crew.
Yeah. Brian Dean.
Yo.
Oh, how come you way down
You're
here
on the wrong
Brian
end,
Dean?
Brian
You got to
Dean.
get down here amongst the chain crew,
Yeah,
Brian
you
Dean.
got to let us know what's
Why
going
you doing
on.
all the way down there?
Well, I can tell you the reason why.
Okay.
Every time that I've been down this side, when our offense was going that way, we scored. I stayed up here, we still scored down here.
Okay.
And now
Okay,
we stopped them down there.
He's-
Superstition.
He's a little stitious.
Lester tried to hit J.J. Moore in the pass a little high, and he couldn't hold on to it.
I know how that goes, Brian Dean. I moved spots about 4 times at the volleyball game last night before I finally found the right spot that we played well in.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
hey,
congratulations.
that spot was right there in the tunnel. I saw they showed you in the tunnel.
I was
and
on
we
the
were
big
winning
screen.
instead number 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Who would have thought, Brian Dean, that they had a concession stand in the tunnel?
Good. Hey, that's kind of a smart idea, though.
Yeah.
I would take advantage of it if they had one.
Second down and 10. Lester's in the shotgun. Play clock's at 6. There's the drop. Lester makes one miss, makes the second one miss. He's at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 50. They're going to go out of bounds at the Greenbrier 40-yard line. He just kind of ran over there by their tent where they're watching video and says, boys, did y'all see me on that screen?
I mean, it's just Lester doing what he does. It doesn't look like there's anything there. I don't think we're going to have... It's such a long run, we're not going to have time to watch it because we're going a little quick. But yeah, making people miss, showing the juke moves, putting on the jets when he needs to.
Hand off to Lowe. He's going to get it inside the 35. Or he's going to get down close to the 35. Man, that's about the 7th or 8th time that we've seen our running backs. Man, I used to say it all the time last year, Jared. Weight room runs, man.
Mm-hmm. They got offensive linemen there, in their hip pocket pushing them. I think that's who we got there. Is that Asa Johnson, number 69, getting in there and pushing him.
Game clock's at 3:58. Lester, straight drop. Pass to the near sideline is complete.
You watch, he throws this ball. He throws this ball before, who is that?
Dawson Keaton?
Dawson Keaton hadn't even made his cut yet, and he lets the ball go. Yeah, it's a great catch by Dawson. Great route and great anticipation there by Lester to throw it as he makes his cut. Here, we'll watch it from this wider angle.
Stops the clock at 3:46. Lester, quarterback keeper. They're just going to run out of bounds.
I think that was a busted play. Yeah. There's a senior for you. He didn't try to do anything crazy or make something out of nothing. He just followed his running back and, ended up not gaining any yards. But like I said, Jeff, big drive here for the Cardinals. The one thing I wish he would have done, stay in bounds, let the clock keep running.
Lester with the snap. Pass is complete. Oh, man. Hey, Dawson Keaton breaking. I already called it complete. I thought it was going to be a touchdown.
It's a great play. Just fake the run. Dawson's running the slant. Yeah, one-on-one. Yeah, he's got the inside route. And just a little bit too out in front of him. Not by much, but just a little.
3 receivers on the far side. Cardinals going to call timeout and talk about it. We'll take a quick break and be right back with 3:33 left to go in the first half. Cardinals up 21-4 and facing a big 3rd down and 10 play.
Hi, I'm Aaron Spahn, Lieutenant with the Farmington Fire Department. Each year, the Farmington Fire Department inspects businesses for fire hazards. These are the most common safety hazards we find. Materials that are stored close to water heaters, electrical panels, and other heat sources. Blocked exits and hallways, improper use of extension cords, and overloaded electrical outlets. Please ensure fire extinguishers are properly maintained and mounted to the wall. If you have any questions, please call the Farmington Fire Department.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank. We believe.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Brian Dean down there right in the amongst it now, Brian. Need a big play right here.
Yeah, we do. It's 3rd down and 10, and we got to keep this drive going, not settle for a field goal. It would be nice to be up by 14.
Lester's going to be in the shotgun. Greenbrier shows blitz. That pass is in and out of the hands of Dawson Keaton.
That's pretty good defense, Jeff. I'd like to say it was pass interference, but I don't think it was.
Cardinals going to go for it here.
Yeah, that's just good defense. Good job by their defender. He's right there in his hip pocket. He times up his arm sweep to knock that ball down. Got to give him credit there. Big play here for the Cardinals. 4th and 10.
Lester. Pump fakes.
That's pass interference, but it doesn't matter.
Cardinals catch it in the end zone. Touchdown.
What
Great
a
job.
play.
Dawson Keaton, I think, with the catch over there. No, J.J. Metters.
J.J. Metters.
Or J.J. Moore.
That was a J.J. Metters type catch.
Yeah,
though.
it was a J.J. Metters type, wasn't it? J.J. Moore with the catch.
What a pass by Lester. Well, he's being chased, and what a catch by J.J. And he's getting held, too. We'll show this replay. It's
kick is up and good.
Did a good job of catching this on the tight view. But you'll see right here at the end, JJ's being pulled backwards. See him being pulled right there? He just gets that one-arm catch.
Right there.
Yep, right.
Yeah, let me clear that.
Right there.
Yeah.
Boy, what a play. What a play by the
That's a
sophomore.
way to capitalize on a turnover.
On fourth down, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th and 10. Yeah, not just fourth down, but fourth and a long ways. What a play. Yeah, not a whole lot of noise coming from the Greenbrier stands now.
Boys, now you gotta hold them. 3:15 left. That's a lot of time, man, for them. They got explosive offense.
Yeah. You know, they're going to, like we've talked about it already, but they're going to get the ball back to start the second half. So you hate for them to Bill Belichick double whammy and catch right back up.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're wanting to do.
The kick is fielded at the 11. They're going to run a reverse. No.
Yep, they tossed it.
A great
tackle
there by Brown.
Nate Bouillon.
No, Nate Bouillon. What a little extracurricular.
It was. I don't know what happened, but somebody went flying. Yeah, Nate Bouillon, I think. Or maybe it was Brown. No, it was Nate.
Yep.
You know, the top of Brown's jersey is kind of folded over, so a 0 looks kind of like a U. So it's hard to tell, is those 2 1s or is it both sides of the 0?
So here comes Greenbrier's offense. First down at their own 28-yard line. Handoff up the middle and pushing the pile forward. Going to get across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
That's a good run by him. You know, we made contact right at the line of scrimmage. He's a big, strong running back. He just keeps his legs pumping.
You know, Coach Ty said this will be the best running back we faced. And he's right.
Well, he's got some thighs on him, Jeff. Got powerful legs. He's not real big, but he is fast and powerful. And they're going to keep feeding it to him. Because, you know, they want to do the same thing. They want to drive down and score with no time left.
They'll stop the clock while they move the chains. That's first down and 10 at the 45.
If I was them, I'd keep doing what they're doing. I'd keep feeding it to him.
Tried it this side, and you're going to cut it back up. And a good job there by Cardinal defense. And
number 5.
Yeah, going to pick up about 5 yards for getting up off the pile. Trevor Harvey and Jaquel Brown and Keaton Bolts. Second down and 5. Ball's right at midfield. 1:50 left to go here in the first half. Handoff again. They're going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark him out. Let's see where they...
About 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2 it looks like.
No, they're going to have to move this stick back over here. Yeah, they got this stick.
Yeah, he's not paying attention. He's the guy with the stick's talking.
Yeah, now.
Oh, there we go. Now it's his 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. 1:44 to go here in the half. Handoff across there's a flag.
Oh, we're going to get a hold.
Ball's at the 40-yard line. The flag.
That could be big, Jeff.
Is at the 42-yard line. Yeah, 10 yards from the spot.
Let's see if we can see the hold. Oh, yeah, right there. We're calling the hold right there on that guy right there.
Oh, yeah. I like it. So from the previous spot, you're right. You're right, Kirk. So 3rd down and 13.
Big holding call against them.
See if the Cardinal defense can't dial something up right here.
Play action pass is what I would expect.
Pass is complete inside the 45. inside the 40. That'll be enough for a first down.
Got to get a little bit more pressure. Can't give them that much time. Of course, they're saying the same thing to their defense. Number 3 is covered up right here. He can't go out. Yeah, they're going to have another penalty down here.
Well, I don't know if they are or not. If it's a run play, it don't matter.
No, they weren't set because they were trying to figure out who was on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, did they throw the flag?
Yeah, they threw a flag.
Okay.
He wasn't set.
Yeah.
It's going to be a legal procedure.
Yeah. So that'll move it back, make it first down and 15. And Greenbrier, they ran over. I guess they're calling a timeout. Yeah, Greenbrier will use their timeout. So, Jared, we'll keep it right here. And you got 1:10 left. Greenbrier has 2 timeouts left. You got to do everything you can to keep them out of the end zone right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good job by them on 3rd and 15 to get that conversion. We have to do a better job on defense whenever we know it's a passing down like that. We're going to have to do some sort of, we got to get an edge on our rush and get some pressure on the quarterback and not go right down the middle of somebody. You know, we've got the speed advantage. The way you take advantage of that is by finding an edge on your rush.
Yeah. First down and 15. Ball's at the Cardinal 44. Play fake, pass is incomplete.
No,
he
caught it. He caught it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good catch. It was kind of behind him a little bit.
Second down and 2. 55 seconds left to go in the half. Bubble screen to the far side, trying to get up the sidelines. Is going to get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds, stop the clock.
At about 21.
They got 1 timeout left.
No, they got 2.
No, they just took 1, remember?
No, they hadn't taken any. They got 2.
Oh, that was their first. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Yeah. There's a snap. Handoff up the middle, and good job there. Oh, he broke the tackle.
Got to finish it. Yeah, I think Jaquel's trying to rip that ball out, which I appreciate.
So they'll stop the clock, use their second timeout. The ball's be at the 15-yard line with 40 seconds.
40 seconds and 1 timeout left. They can run about 20 plays.
Well, based off past experience. Yeah. So, Brian Dean.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of excitement down there on that sideline right now. Redbirds offensively been clicking.
Yeah, they have. We still got. I said it a while ago. We need to get a defensive stop. We got one. Now we need to get another one. So they, at least hold them to 3 points here, instead of getting a double whammy on touchdowns and being tied coming out of the halftime.
I'd be very surprised, Brian. I understand your point, but I imagine they're thinking over there right now, we haven't stopped Farmington, and they don't want to trade touchdown for a field goal.
Yeah, I think they're probably they're in 4-down territory to go for it. They got a very manageable 2nd and 6 right now, 2nd and 5.
Pass is complete. Touchdown.
That's our play. Take it to the running back, throw the slant behind it. We run that all the time.
Yeah. So it'll be 33 seconds left on the clock.
That's a well-executed drive by Greenbrier. Throw the pick, we go down and score. They're like, oh, they don't get fuzz. They're just like, okay, we'll drive down, try to score. We get the ball to start the second half. It did give us a little bit of time, though. We might be able to do something with it.
Kick is up and good. So we'll take a quick break and be right back. 28-21 Cardinals with 33 seconds left to go in the first half.
I'm Jacob Engel, youth pastor at Farmington First Baptist Church. Farmington First students exist to partner with students grades 7 through 12 and their families to make, mobilize, and multiply disciples of Jesus Christ. We do this through Sunday school classes at 9 a.m. and our Sunday service at 10 a.m., as well as our Youth Wednesday night service from 6:30 to 7:45, where students can expect games, student-led worship, and a Bible teaching that directly applies to them, all in a fun, safe, and caring environment. Find out more about us and all of our other ministries at farmingtonfirst.com.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 33 seconds left. Cardinals up by 7. As we talked about, the Panthers will get the ball to start the second half. Cardinals so far tonight, the only team with a defensive stop, and that was an interception on the goal line.
Be nice to have a returnable kick here, maybe a chance to break one. But so far, they've kicked it into the end zone every time.
This one's going to be returnable. Keaton's going to catch it at the 2. Now he's trying to get to the far side, and he's going to be hit at the 20-yard line. So that's where the Cardinals will set up shop with 24 seconds left to go here in the first half. Did they start the clock before the... Did it take 9 seconds to run that?
No, it shouldn't have. I think they started.
Why don't you show your replay there and see when the clock started?
My replay doesn't have the clock on it. My replay is just the camera.
Oh, okay. All right. I find that hard to believe if that took 9 seconds.
Yeah, well, you know.
They missed him offsides, too. Right in front of the guy, and he just takes off running to the middle of the field.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to take a knee. We don't want to pull a Harrison and throw a pick 6. Give him a 14-point swing.
So that'll take us to the end of the first half. Cardinals up 28-21. And, Jared, we're going to take a break, and we will come back before the start of the second half with talk a little bit about the first half and get ready for the second.
Sounds good.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Guys, I'm not sure I'm running out of ideas. I just think we're going to have to come back to this at a different time.
Hey, you forgot your keys. That was it. This has got to be it. The perfect throw, the perfect spiral. He's got to catch it.
The final play. It's all on me. I have to make this catch.
Touchdown!
Win big today.
Electrical repairs. Call Buzz Electric. I can tell you Buzz Electric has a great team and a ton of experience. Small jobs, plugs, switches, smoke alarms. Simple. Call Buzz Electric. The hard stuff. Power to your barn. 200 or 400 amp upgrade. That's simple. Call Buzz Electric. Family owned and trusted by local families all over NWA. Call Buzz Electric. 267-BUZZ.
Buzz Electrical.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Miller at the Farmington Fire Department. With smoke detectors and CO detectors, remember to change the batteries in the spring and fall during the time change. After 10 years of use, the smoke detector's ability to see smoke is greatly reduced. If you remove your detector from the wall, you will see a date of manufacture on the back. For more information on these and other topics, please contact the Farmington Fire Department.
The doctors at Millennium Chiropractic Sports Medicine Rehab Amana Clinic are proud to partner with Farmington High School to provide expert compassionate care to young athletes. Doctors Stephen Whitelaw, Eric Walker, Bobby Pritchett, David Sins, and Alex Woods are certified chiropractic sports physicians. If sports are an important part of your life, you owe it to yourself to work with sports experts for your health and well-being. And if mom and dad has an injury, we care for people of all ages. From backaches to injury recovery, Millennium Chiropractic has your back. Now located in Johnson across from Pizzeria Ruby.
The fall kickoff event is on now at Lewis Automotive Group. Unbeatable prices, special financing, and your next ride is ready for you at any of our locations in Fayetteville, Farmington, or Springdale. Don't forget about the Lewis Guarantee, home and double the factory warranty, only at Lewis Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Aaron Spahn, Lieutenant with the Farmington Fire Department. Each year, the Farmington Fire Department inspects businesses for fire hazards. These are the most common safety hazards we find. Materials that are stored close to water heaters, electrical panels, and other heat sources. Blocked exits and hallways, improper use of extension cords, and overloaded electrical outlets. Please ensure fire extinguishers are properly maintained and mounted to the wall. If you have any questions, please call the Farmington Fire Department.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
I'm Jacob Engel, youth pastor at Farmington First Baptist Church. Farmington First students exist to partner with students grades 7 through 12 and their families to make, mobilize, and multiply disciples of Jesus Christ. We do this through Sunday school classes at 9 a.m. and our Sunday service at 10 a.m., as well as our youth Wednesday night service from 6:30 to 7:45, where students can expect games, student-led worship, and a Bible teaching that directly applies to them, all in a fun, safe, and caring environment. Find out more about us and all of our other ministries at farmingtonfirst.com.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Get benched by slow internet? Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Guys, I'm not sure I'm running out of ideas. I just think we're going to have to come back to this at a different time.
Hey, you forgot your keys. That was it. This has got to be it. The perfect throw, the perfect spiral. He's got to catch it.
The final play. It's all on me. I have to make this catch.
Touchdown!
Win big today.
Electrical repairs. Call Buzz Electric. I can tell you Buzz Electric has a great team and a ton of experience. Small jobs, plugs, switches, smoke alarms. Simple. Call Buzz Electric. The hard stuff. Power to your barn. 200 or 400 amp upgrade. That's simple. Call Buzz Electric. Family owned and trusted by local families all over NWA. Call Buzz Electric. 267-BUZZ.
Buzz Electrical.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Miller at the Farmington Fire Department. With smoke detectors and CO detectors, remember to change the batteries in the spring and fall during the time change. After 10 years of use, the smoke detector's ability to see smoke is greatly reduced. If you remove your detector from the wall, you will see a date of manufacture on the back. For more information on these and other topics, please contact the Farmington Fire Department.
The doctors at Millennium Chiropractic Sports Medicine Rehab Amana Clinic are proud to partner with Farmington High School to provide expert compassionate care to young athletes. Dr. Stephen Whitelaw, Eric Walker, Bobby Pritchett, David Sins, and Alex Woods are certified chiropractic sports physicians. If sports are an important part of your life, you owe it to yourself to work with sports experts for your health and well-being. And if mom and dad has an injury, we care for people of all ages. From backaches to injury recovery, Millennium Chiropractic has your back. Now located in Johnson across from Pizzeria Ruby.
The fall kickoff event is on now at Lewis Automotive Group. Unbeatable prices, special financing, and your next ride is ready for you at any of our locations in Fayetteville, Farmington, or Springdale. Don't forget about the Lewis Guarantee, home and double the factory warranty, only at Lewis Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Aaron Spahn, Lieutenant with the Farmington Fire Department. Each year, the Farmington Fire Department inspects businesses for fire hazards. These are the most common safety hazards we find. Materials that are stored close to water heaters, electrical panels, and other heat sources. Blocked exits and hallways, improper use of extension cords, and overloaded electrical outlets. Please ensure fire extinguishers are properly maintained and mounted to the wall. If you have any questions, please call the Farmington Fire Department.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
I'm Jacob Engel, youth pastor at Farmington First Baptist Church. Farmington First students exist to partner with students grades 7 through 12 and their families to make, mobilize, and multiply disciples of Jesus Christ. We do this through Sunday school classes at 9 a.m. and our Sunday service at 10 a.m., as well as our youth Wednesday night service from 6:30 to 7:45, where students can expect games, student-led worship, and a Bible teaching that directly applies to them, all in a fun, safe, and caring environment. Find out more about us and all of our other ministries at farmingtonfirst.com.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers-Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Guys, I'm not sure I'm running out of ideas. I just think we're going to have to come back to this at a different time.
Hey, you forgot your keys. That was it. This has got to be it. The perfect throw, the perfect spiral. He's got to catch it.
The final play. It's all on me. I have to make this catch.
Touchdown!
Win big
Electrical repairs. Call Buzz Electric. I can tell you Buzz Electric has a great team and a ton of experience. Small jobs, plugs, switches, smoke alarms. Simple. Call Buzz Electric. The hard stuff. Power to your barn. 200 or 400 amp upgrade. That's simple. Call Buzz Electric. Family owned and trusted by local families all over NWA. Call Buzz Electric, 267-BUZZ.
Buzz Electrical.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Miller at the Farmington Fire Department. With smoke detectors and CO detectors, remember to change the batteries in the spring and fall during the time change. After 10 years of use, the smoke detector's ability to see smoke is greatly reduced. If you remove your detector from the wall, you will see a date of manufacture on the back. For more information on these and other topics, please contact the Farmington Fire Department.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jeff Oxford joined by my good buddy Jared Morrison. Brian Dean's out there somewhere enjoying the halftime. And
right below you, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see you, yeah. Sitting down there on the bench. I
Yeah.
see you. Yeah. So, Jared, 28-21 Cardinals with Greenbrier going to receive the second half kickoff. And for the Cardinals, it has been an offensive show.
It has. But really, both teams. It's been a pretty good offensive show. Cardinals have mixed it up a little bit. They've run the ball. They've passed the ball. We've had, multiple people score. Greenbrier has had a few different people score, but it's mostly been the running back Hassan who's been done most of the work.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There, hey, we got some breaks. We got some things that didn't go our way. We had one long play that never should have happened.
Yep.
Then had some illegal procedures that didn't get called, and it's been a great night. It's been a good night. It's been fun to watch, and Jared, this next 24 minutes of football is going to do a lot to kind of determine, who's in the driver's seat the rest of the conference.
Yeah, you look at some of the scores across the conference and who's beat who. I think you got probably the top two teams in the conference out here on the field in front of you tonight. I think this is going to have, anything can happen. There's still a lot of football left to play in the season, but you just kind of look at and start making comparisons on who's beat who and by how much. And I think definitely Farmington and Greenbrier are up at the top. Greenbrier hasn't lost a game yet all year. They've won all their non-conference games. It's a bad night for Jeff, the punters, because they haven't got to see the field. Hasn't been a punt all night. The only turnover defensively was the interception on their goal line. We intercepted on our goal line and ran it back out, and that's the only stop that there's been all night long. It's been an offensive showing, and we talked about it before the game. That there's a good chance this could be a shootout, similar to what we saw against Morrilton. Haven't been scoring quite as fast because both teams have been running the ball a lot more than what we saw last year at Morrilton in that 75-78 shootout. But it's definitely been a great game to watch. It's been entertaining. I would love to see us come out here and get a stop to start the second half and really, set a precedence for our defense that, hey, we let them score a few times in the first half, but we've made some adjustments and we're going to get them stopped.
Well, Jared, I think both coaches, staffs on both sides understands that, not that our defense has been playing bad.
No, it's just the offenses.
It's just the
so
offenses
good.
are that dadgum good, and it's almost like you can't afford to punt.
Yeah.
Both coaches, the pressure's on them. Says you just about got to score every possession.
Mm-hmm.
And we made the comment. First one to blink, might be the one to get beat. So. So, hey, it's a lot better than what it could be. We could be sitting here 28-28 with Greenbrier having an opportunity getting the football to take their first lead of the night.
Yeah, all they can do right now is tie it up.
Tie it or go for two and take the lead. But,
both teams are warmed up, Jeff. Both teams have been out in the field warming up, and they put 3 minutes on for the warm-up.
Well, I'm a big proponent of that, Jared. As I've stated in the past, Brian Dean will tell you, I've sent a petition around the state to try to make sure. Matter of fact, we should have 4 minutes. I don't know if 3 minutes is enough, and and I think we were to waste more time.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
So, yeah.
No, both teams are out on the field with their kickoff and kickoff return teams, and but there's still 2 minutes and 25 seconds left of the 3-minute warm-up, the mandatory post-halftime warm-up.
Well,
when did that rule come into effect?
Well, they had this big legislative session,
Mm-hmm.
and they just needed one more thing that wasn't really worth anything to put in the bill.
Okay.
To pass.
Yeah.
And they said, I know what let's do. Let's extend halftime highlights by halftime warm-up by 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that way somebody got to go home and tell everybody that voted for them that, you know, hey, look what I did. I helped write this bill that got passed.
Yeah, I'm protecting kids. I'm giving them 3 extra minutes to get warmed up so they don't have as many cramps.
Yeah. So, like I said, I think they were extended 4, maybe even 5 minutes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I think there should be a post-game warm down.
You're right, on rollerblades.
Yeah.
Yeah, around the track.
So my wife always, you know, she's a swimmer. And after a swim meet, they had what they called the warm down. And I was like, that's not what you call it. It's not a warm down. It's a cool down.
Yeah.
If you're warm, then you're going the opposite direction. Like you're wanting to cool down. But no, they call it a warm down in swimming because they're weird.
Both teams are ready to go. And had a little brouhaha down on the sideline between the chain gang and some Farmington folks, and that'd have to be a long walk in front of all the Farmington coaches after that happened, don't you think?
Yeah. I don't know if the guy who was involved in that is still down on the sideline. Hey, they did. They didn't make us go the full 3 minutes. They gave us a minute of our life back.
I like it. Cardinals got it teed up. Kick is going to be fielded all the way back at the 2-yard line.
He reverses field. That was not a good move.
No, that's a great job. That is a great job, and that is
18.
Ben Rush was the first one there, and Lawson Bernard. So they're going to get them. They're going to get them. Make them start at the 11-yard line.
So he caught that ball. I'm sorry, I was on the wrong camera angle there for that play. But he caught that ball on about the 2-yard line, and then he turned almost a full 360 and ran back this way. Like instead of just turning to the left and running this way, he turned to his right and circled back around. And
why you be so
well, I'm just saying I don't know why he did that, and it hurt him. You know, gave us time to get down there. It took an extra, second.
There's a handoff trying to get to the outside. Bailey's going to turn him back in.
It's a good job by Bailey turning him back inside, but another good run.
We're going to pick up about 14 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Well, things haven't changed the first half, second half. He's still their workhorse.
Yeah, that back's as good as advertised. Jared, you look, he's almost 9 yards deep in the backfield. They're going to try it to this side.
Running it back to the strong side.
Good job by Thompson there. Thompson comes in, sits down like you talked about, looked it right at his belly button and said, no, you're not going to juke me.
Yep. Good job there by Bryce. Mm-hmm. Tackle down low, that's what you got to do. But yeah, they're giving him the ball really deep, Jeff, so he has a lot of time to see those lanes develop. He's got great vision.
2nd down and 5. The handoff to the far side, and he breaks the tackle and going to be tripped up at the 43-yard line. I think a Brown tripped him up. He was a step away from taking it to the house. They're going in a hurry up, fellas. You better get ready. Here they go. Cardinals apply pressure. That pass is complete on the far side. The 41-yard line, 40-yard line of the Cardinals.
That's a good job by their quarterback, Palmer. Making our guy miss, finding somebody downfield.
It should come back. I mean, it should have came back, though, guys. They had half of their offensive line 7 yards downfield.
Oh, yep. I didn't even pay attention to that. But, yeah, when you have a scramble like that, that happens. The linemen get downfield.
Hand off to the far side, and you're going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 35. Well, that's a couple big plays they've had tonight, fellas, that they missed a call that probably should have been made. I think Coach Ty still asking him about it. Quarterback rolls out to the far side. That pass
I think that was out of bounds.
Out of bounds. So make it third down at 6.
Big third down here. Like to get a stop, make them at least think about what they're going to do on fourth down. Yeah, got a little pressure on him. He tried to run the bootleg, but we stayed at home on the backside. Didn't run down the line of scrimmage, chase. We stayed at home, so we were there to put a little pressure on him.
Here, this time they're going to line the running back right up beside him.
Mm-hmm.
3 receivers to the near side.
Watch for the fake and then the slant. No, they're going to throw it to him.
Yeah, pass is incomplete.
Well, and then they got lineman way downfield again. We got lineman jogging back about 15 yards downfield.
Oh, look at him, yeah. Fourth down. Big play here for the Cardinal defense. There's a snap. Quarterback drops back. Now he's going to start rolling. Pass is incomplete. That's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Pass is incomplete. Cardinals will take over on downs.
Big stop there for the defense. Big stop. Coaches are fired up on the sidelines. They're jumping up and down. Exactly what we needed. Get that stop and get our offense back down and get the ball, get it back out on the field and see what we can do.
Nine. Go ahead, Brian Dean.
I was just going to say, how about some, speaking of our offense, getting them back on the field. First half numbers for Aiden Lester, 12 of 18 for 154 yards. J.J. Moore had 5 catches for 61. Brady Richards had 1 catch for 31 yards. Dawson Keaton, 3 catches for 30. Let's keep those numbers going.
Yeah. Lester's in the shotgun, straight drop.
Good protection.
Now he pass is complete at the 50, the 40. Nice. That's the way to lower your shoulder with a safety and get down to 30. And that was a nice little toss. Got to Miller. And Miller tucked that ball and ran straight up the field. Cardinals in a hurry.
We're not going to have time to show a replay because we're going.
Here's the handoff to Lowe. Lowe inside the 30, down to the 23-yard line. That'll be pick up about 6.
Here's the replay of that last one. But the good protection, steps up in the pocket, finds him right there in the donut between the linebackers and the safeties.
Here's Lester. Handoff to Miller. Miller trying to push the pile. And he's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Make it third down.
3rd and 3. Don't have to get too worked up here. We got 2 downs to get it if we want it, or we can kick a field goal. But I'd rather get the 7 the way this game is going.
Lester. Pass is complete.
And we're going to get it.
Enough for a first down. Another pass to... Let's see, that one's to Ethan Richardson.
Yep. Just running back out of the backfield, catches it kind of off balance, but it doesn't matter because he falls forward for the first down.
Lester, straight drop. Now he's going to take off. Now he's going to lob it to J.J.
Yeah, that's good defense there. He's in his hip pocket. Wasn't pass interference.
So 2nd down and 10. Ball's right at the 15-yard line. 8:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals trying to take a 2-possession lead.
Be huge, Jeff. Be huge.
Dawson Keaton's going to go be set on the far side. Lester, straight drop. And pass is complete inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a huge pickup on that. Throwing it to him out of the backfield.
3rd and about 7.
Again, got 2 downs to get it.
Plenty of time on the play clock, 18 seconds. Cardinals just now breaking the huddle. Lester drops back. Now he's going to roll out. Pass is overthrown.
Yeah, let's watch this replay, Jeff. He throws it. Look,
There's a... Yeah.
he throws it, and then they jerk him down. Yeah, they didn't just hit him. They, jerk him down by his face mask.
Oh, here comes the field goal unit. Good snap. Kick is up. And it's good. Big kick right there.
It was. Make it a 2-possession game. We'd love to get a touchdown, but still puts us up by 10, makes them have to score twice to get the lead. Let's see if we can see this replay here. At the end of this play, after Lester throws the ball. Yeah, right here. See that?
I don't know. That's pretty bang.
Well, no. Look, he throws it right here, and he hits him. That's not a big deal, okay? No big deal. It's this part right here that I don't like. He grabs him and throws him back down way after he's thrown it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the initial hit, not a big deal. It's the jerking him down afterwards that I didn't like.
Well, I don't know if that guy jerked him down or 77 hit him from behind.
Look at their coach all the way down there on the 10. Talking to their official. Where's the sideline warning on their side?
Yeah. You're right. He just says, Coach, would you please step up in your box, please? Cardinals by 10 with 8:21 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know what he's upset. He may be upset that he thinks we're holding on the edge on the field goal.
I hate to say it, but he's kind of got a good point.
Yeah, I saw it too.
High kick, fielded at the 6. Makes one miss at the 20 and going to get tackled at the 25.
It's 27, Dylan Shackelford.
I like it.
No, he said 21, but that's 27. Shackelford on that tackle.
Here comes that Cardinal defense. It's come up a couple times tonight with big stops.
Love to have another stop here. They're in a hurry to get out there.
Play clock's down to 20. Empty backfield. 4 receivers to the far side. Quarterback draw.
Was that called, or did they just see that we covered the screen over there and so we took it?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, Sam Reynolds comes up and makes that tackle. Owes them to pick up a 3.
They were trying to set up a little screen over there out of the empty, but we were all over it. So I don't know if it was a called quarterback draw or he just saw that, hey, it's covered. I'm tucking it.
There's the handoff. Going to get to the outside, and the Cardinals do a pretty good job of gang tackling him. Going to bring him down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just so fast, man. He gets a run at it because they got him so deep, and he's like you said, he's as advertised. It's a good running back.
I just hand it to him every time.
A good running back behind a good offensive line too. They're big.
Yeah.
They were running zone right there. They were big, but they're moving pretty good, horizontally down the line of scrimmage, trying to hook our guys.
Stretch play to this side. Cuts it back up the middle. Looked like the first one to get to him was Keaton Bolts.
Yeah.
Brown gets up off the pile, but he's going to pick up a 7.
We know they're going to give it to him. What we've got to do is we've got to... Oops, what happened? We lost the camera for just a second. I think we're good, though. Nope, we lost the camera.
I'm coming up, Jared.
Here's the handoff to the far side, and you've got some running room. And let's see. I believe it's Nate Bouillon, number 11, I believe, in to make the first hit, but not before he gets over in Cardinal territory at about the 46-yard line. 6:30 left to go here in the third quarter.
All right. We've lost our wide camera, but I think we've adjusted.
Quarterback drops back. And that pass is incomplete at about the 25-yard line. Cardinals got a little pressure on him.
Yeah, he was open over here. I mean, we had somebody within 5 yards of him, but
Noah Reynolds was coming in to lower the boom. Second down and 10. I gotta be honest with you, Jared. I like that number 8. I just hand him the ball every time.
I would too. I would too. You know, offensive coordinators, though, Jeff, they get bored.
Handoff. It's a hand slows him up, push him out of bounds. Be third down, and the ball's at the 41-yard line, so let's call it third down and 6. Their PA announcer, he's trying to give him that extra yard, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jared, are you on the wide?
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
There's a handoff to the far side. They're going to break some room. He's up the sidelines. He's at the 20, the 10, and out of. No, he's going to get in the end zone. No, you're going to say. No, let's see what they're going to say. Did he step out of bounds? I think they called touchdown.
Yeah, the side judge was, he's a little bit faster than the side judge. Side judge couldn't catch up to call it, but I think he stayed in bounds.
That's a good run.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good job of Bailey catching up to him and, having a chance to make a tackle.
So 5:52 left to go in the third quarter.
Love to block this right here.
Kick is up, and it's good. So we'll take a quick break and be right back. Cardinals up by 3, getting ready to get the ball back.
The doctors at Millennium Chiropractic Sports Medicine Rehab Amanda Clinic are proud to partner with Farmington High School to provide expert compassionate care to young athletes. Dr. Stephen Whitelaw, Eric Walker, Bobby Pritchett, David Sins, and Alex Woods are certified chiropractic sports physicians. If sports are an important part of your life, you owe it to yourself to work with sports experts for your health and well-being. And if mom and dad has an injury, we care for people of all ages. From backaches to injury recovery, Millennium Chiropractic has your back. Now located in Johnson across from Pizzeria Ruby.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jeff Oxford, Jared Morrison, Brian Dean, Kirk Sims doing the spotting. He helps us out. He got better eyes than me and you, Jared.
He does. He does, for sure.
Cardinal offense needs answer.
Boy, he booted that one.
Yeah, Cardinals going to have to start at the 20. Dawson Keaton caught that about 4 yards deep in the end zone.
Well, last time we tried to return one, we got it back to the 20 anyway, so we get this one at the 20 with no effort. That field goal could turn out to be huge for us, Jeff. To get that stop coming out of the second half and to get that field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Just got to keep scoring.
That's right. Lester with a single back beside him. Lester with a straight drop. Pass is complete to the near side. Out of bounds. Dawson Keaton at the 26-yard line. Pick up a 6.
You know, we make that look so effortless, but that's not easy, running that out route like that. But we just make it look easy.
J.J. Moore split all the way on the far side by himself. Lester. Wide receiver screen to Keaton. Dawson's going to make a couple miss, get across the 30 to about the 35-yard line.
Good block there by Brady Richards on the edge. Cardinals aren't getting in a hurry, you know. Like you said, sometimes offense could be your best defense. Burn some time, keep it out of their hands. Nice, long, sustained drive. Here's what we need.
5:30 left to go in the third quarter. First down and 10, the ball at the Cardinal 35. High snap, Lester he chases it down, but he's going to be sacked. They had a blitz call at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Lester had to kind of bobble the snap a little bit.
Yeah, the snap was just a little bit high. It wasn't crazy high, but Lester had a hard time handling it.
Yeah. They lost a 7 or 8. Let's call it 8. Make it second down and 18. Reverse wishbone. I like it. Now Keaton's going to go in motion out of it. Lester, straight drop. Again, they bring pressure. This time he's going to tuck it and run. He'll get across the 30, about the 31-yard line.
Still going to bring up third and 15.
Yeah.
They're doing a little bit better job of getting some pressure. They've stopped just rushing 3. They're bringing some blitzes and trying to get some pressure on Lester, which is, you know, good decision on their part.
Play clock is at 18. Big play here for Cardinal offense.
Mm-hmm.
Straight drop. Got the screen set up. Ain't going to be maybe he's going to be about 4 yards short. See what they decide to do right here.
I like the play call, Jeff. They've been bringing pressure, but then they didn't bring pressure.
Yeah.
As Lester's coming over, he's waving the punt team off. No punt. No punt.
Yeah, Coach Ty says, well, let's go then, boys. 4th down and 4. Big play here for Cardinal offense. They look like they're going to bring pressure this play. And here they do. Lester. Pass is complete to Dawson Keaton at about the 48-yard line. Enough for a first down to move the sticks. That's a gutsy call, Jared.
Yep. Jordan Logue, I think, was in there blocking for him, and that was a good block out of the running back against that blitz.
Wide receiver screen. Dawson Keaton is going to get across the 50 down to about the 47-yard line.
Actually, that's Cameron Miller, wasn't it? Yeah, it's Cameron Miller. Dawson Keaton was out here blocking for him, I think. Or it could have been the other way around, Jeff. I'm not sure. 6 and 8 look a lot alike sometimes.
Hand off to Lowe. Got a nice cut.
A hole. Good hole.
Nice cut. And he's going to get inside the 40. That's enough for a first down to about the 37. That's a great cut.
I was going to try to show the replay, but we're not going to have time because we're going fast.
Here we go, another wide receiver screen. Dawson Keaton with a spin move inside the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. Second down and a long 2, short 3. Hand off to Logue. Logue going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. May lose a yard.
Yeah, not able to find the seam there, but hey, it's 3rd and 4. Got 2 downs to get it.
2:30 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And over here on our hash, don't have to get the play signaled in. Lester can just stand over here and talk to Coach Watley and then jog back out to the huddle and call it. That's nice.
3rd down. Keaton's going to go in motion to the far side. Lester, straight drop.
Oh, we got to hold. They didn't call it.
The pass is complete at the 25-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down.
You know, we've been talking about Jaden Davidson dealing with their big nose guard, number 77, all night. Jaden got away with a little hold there. Yeah. They saw it. I don't think Lester was throwing the ball by the time it happened. I don't know that it made a difference, but still, we did get away with one there.
Sometimes less is more, Jared. You need to quit admitting stuff like that.
Well, you know, sometimes calls go our way, sometimes they don't.
1st down and 10. Lester, straight drop. Pass is complete down to about the 21, 22-yard line. J.J. Moore. It'll be a pickup of about 3.5 yards. Called at the 22-yard line. 1:10 left to go here in the quarter. Lester, handoff up the middle. Bounces off 2 tackles, 3 tackles.
Good
Carries
run.
the 4th one, gets it down inside the 15. Enough for a 1st down. And I tell you what, there comes Ethan Richardson right there.
Yeah, pinballs his way through that line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Nice run there by the senior running back.
Yeah, we'll have to run a play. There's 40 seconds left, but 19 on the play clock. So run one more play and we'll have the quarter if we want it.
Lester. Nice pass to Brady Richardson, but we didn't get the block out here.
Yeah, that's a good job there by their corner coming up. Logue tries to get the block, but he's screaming upfield.
That's going to let them, if we want to, we can take the quarter right here. You're right. Yeah. We're going to keep it right here during the quarter. I want to talk a little bit about some folks that we sure appreciate. That's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Cardinals up 31-28 and knocking on the door down at about the 16-yard line. So, Jared, you and I get to have a lot of fun. Brian,
we do.
You know, and these people make it possible. These are the folks that sponsor Farmington First, David's Roofing, Collier Drug, Arvest Bank, Buzz Electric, First Security Bank, Redline Athletics, Arkansas Children's Northwest, Grand Savings Bank, Farmington Fire Department, First Community Bank, Lewis Automotive, Simple Simon's Pizza. Man, we appreciate them, Jared. Every week they do the players of the game, you know, and sometimes we send them more than what they agreed to.
Last week we sent them 7 in football and 5 in volleyball.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Matthias Real Estate, Bauman and Crosno Construction, Kinko Constructors, Bates and Associates, Collier and Associates, WT Equipment, Millennium Chiropractic and Rehab, Legend Realty, FES Roofing, and PG Telco. You know, they give us $50 for every time the Cardinals score. You know, so every time they score a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So when you look at it tonight, Jared, PG Telco going to contribute. Right now, they work agreed for $200.
Yep.
Now we hope we get about another 150 more. This quarter.
I'll be okay for it.
Yeah. But anyway, sure appreciate them folks, man. They make it where we get to go out and we get to watch the Cardinals. And we get to talk football and make it possible for Cardinal fans at home that can't get to the games have a way to watch them. And man, we sure appreciate them. So big play here for the Cardinal offense. 2nd down and 11. The ball's at the 16-yard line. So the Cardinals need to get to the 5 for a 1st down. Lester's in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff, passes
Oh, that's good defense.
Yeah, almost completed the end zone. Dawson Keaton had beat his receiver, but the pass was a little high.
Yeah, he just kind of sweeps it out there. Sweeps it out of his hands. Dawson's having to reach back and over, and the defender's on his back, so he's able to sweep it out.
3rd down and 11. Don't have to get it all here, but that would be nice. They show blitz, and here they come. Lester's going to roll out to this side. Going to throw it.
Oh, that's good defense again.
Yeah. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, I say good defense. He may have held him a little bit before the ball got there.
4th down and 11.
Big play. That's an understatement. Play clock's at 12. We're going to have to hurry, boys. It's down to 8.
I have to call a timeout.
Cardinals going to call timeout. Yeah. Yeah. Took a little too much time there. So we'll take a quick break and be right back. Cardinals come back with a big play here, 4th and 11.
Kickoff event is on now at Lewis Automotive Group. Unbeatable prices, special financing, and your next ride is ready for you at any of our locations in Fayetteville, Farmington, or Springdale. Don't forget about the Lewis Guarantee, home and double the factory warranty, only at Lewis Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Aaron Spahn, Lieutenant with the Farmington Fire Department. Each year, the Farmington Fire Department inspects businesses for fire hazards. These are the most common safety hazards we find. Materials that are stored close to water heaters, electrical panels, and other heat sources. Blocked exits and hallways, improper use of extension cords, and overloaded electrical outlets. Please ensure fire extinguishers are properly maintained and mounted to the wall. If you have any questions, please call the Farmington Fire Department.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 4th down and 11 for the Cardinals, up by 3. Ball's at the Greenbrier 16-yard line. Lowe goes out of the backfield in motion. Lester straight drop. Got all day. Now he takes off running. He's going to be sacked for a loss. Just good coverage.
Yeah, it was. It was good coverage. You can't blame that on the offensive line, Jeff. Like he had plenty of time. Just couldn't find somebody open because they were covering us pretty well. Now it's up to the defense to stand up here.
11:37 left to go here in the ball game. Greenbrier with the ball.
It's the first time the Cardinals have been stopped all night, isn't it?
Yeah.
See if we can turn the favor here.
Hand off to the near side, and you got some running room. You want to be tackled at the 40, and that's getting up. That's Nate Bouillon.
Yeah, shoestring tackle there by Nate.
Yeah.
Well, he just hits that hole so hard. He is running so fast.
1st down and 10 for Greenbrier. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Use a turnover. Cardinal fans want to hold.
Yep, they're wanting to hold on number 75.
Pickup of about 7. There's a snap. Handoff right up the middle. Good job there. Cardinals first there, Keaton Baltz. Makes it 3rd down and short. Also Thompson in on the tackle. 3rd down and 1. Could use some type of penalty maybe.
Yeah, penalty.
Something negative.
Fumbled snap, anything.
Cardinals show blitz. He's going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to get it into the Cardinal territory, pick up a 1st down by a couple yards. First down and 10 for the Panthers.
Defense just got to keep playing, keep coming after him.
Here's a handoff to the near side, and he cuts it back inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line. 1st down.
He's just got such good vision, Jeff. You know, we do a good job of stringing that out towards the sideline. He just finds the gap. And, you know, Coach Tice talked about that in the show. Everybody's got to play their gap, got to be in their assigned lane. And if one person gets hooked, if one person gets their outside shoulder turn, then he's going to find that lane and hit it.
Handoff. Far side. Slips one tackle. Going to be brought down. I think Sam Reynolds with the tackle, but got down to the 30, so it's pick up a 6 yards.
Well, he's hard to stop. I mean, he's just a powerful running back. This offensive line's doing a good job for him. They're coming off the ball. They're locking up with people, and he's finding the holes.
Handoff, good job. Yeah.
Is that Wiley?
Yeah, Wiley Stoltz crashed down and going to get him right at the line of scrimmage.
This is Wiley coming off the edge. Did a great job of, again, coming from his stand-up right there, stand-up linebacker, and just coming around the edge and getting him right there at the line of scrimmage.
8 minutes left to go in the ball game. Cardinals up by 3.
You got the edge there.
He's going to cut it back in, get inside the 10, 5 touchdown. Slipped a tackle at about the 10. First time tonight, Greenbrier has the lead.
Still a lot of football left to play, Jeff. A lot of things can happen. You know, they've only stopped us once. We've stopped them twice. We got to go down and score.
Kick is up, and it's good.
Oh, nope, it's not
no good. Oh, yeah.
So that means we're within a field goal, within 3 to tie it up. You know, we want to run down here and get a touchdown, but even if we don't do that, if we just get the field goal to tie it up, that's a positive.
Well, I'll tell you what it does, too. If you go down and score, then that makes it where they have to, if we kick the extra point, they have to score a touchdown to beat us.
That is right.
You know, so.
Makes it where we can be up by 4.
Yeah.
It's been an exciting game, Jeff.
Oh, it's been a great high school football game. It's everything you could ask for, man. You know, both the offenses have been very high potent, different ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's been fun to watch.
Be a whole lot more fun on the drive home if the Cardinals come out with a victory.
I agree with you. You got to be careful here, man. Something tells me, wouldn't surprise me, they onside kick.
Yeah. See the ball kick.
High kick. Dawson Keaton's going to field it at the 3. Here he comes, going to plant his foot, slip a couple of tackles, get across the 25 to the 27-yard line. I tell you what, he's just slippery, man.
Yep, he is.
You know, he makes some people miss. First down and 10 for the Cardinals with 7:44 left to go in the ball game.
Big drive for the Cardinals here. You know, that last year was the first time I felt like their defense really put a whole lot of pressure on us.
Yeah.
I say that. We've converted a few fourth downs throughout the night. So it just felt like last series was tougher than anyone we've had so far.
Reverse wishbone. Try to cut it back up the middle. I'm going to pick up a couple yards. Richardson, give him a couple. So
Yeah.
second down and 8. $7:15 to go in the ball game. Cardinals trail by 3. Lester. Straight drop, 3-man rush.
Oh, what a catch.
Man, a great diving catch there by Brady Richards. Grandma in Connecticut like that. First down at the Cardinal 45-yard line.
Yeah, what a catch.
$6:50 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, they shorted us. They shorted us 3 yards there, Jeff. He cut the ball on like the 43-yard line. No. More. Yeah. I'm sorry, the 48-yard line, and they gave it to us on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Jared.
I'm watching the replay. Yeah, it's right here. He dives and he lands. Oh, actually, you know where they shorted us a yard. Not as bad as I thought.
Richards catches the out route on the far side for a pickup at 3. So second down and 7. The ball's at the Cardinal 48. Hand off to the near side. This time they're going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they did a good job of getting to the edge, turning that back inside. They had good pursuit. Big third down here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was Dawson Keaton. Lester, a straight drop. Here comes the blitz. Lester's going to be sacked.
Yeah, they blitzed off the edge, and we missed them. Logue here just kind of misses. He kind of ducks his head and misses, and then we didn't get a good block on the backside with their tackle either. We're going to have to punt.
Cardinals going to call a timeout. I may want to think about this.
Yeah. You know, Greenbrier has done a good job of adjusting their defense and really mixing up the pressure and the, you know, we don't know if they're bringing the pressure or if they're dropping 8, you know.
Yeah. Cardinals going to bring their offense back out on the field.
I think we know, like, if we don't score, it's going to be hard to stop them.
Yeah.
Which means this is going to be a big, big play for the Cardinals. Because, you know, yeah, down by 3, give them a chance to go up by 10. If we give them the ball back here on the 37-yard line, 38-yard line.
Yeah.
I think our coaches know it's going to be real hard to stop their running back. It's going to be real hard to keep them from putting him in the end zone if we punt it to them.
Looks like they're going to rush 3 and drop 8.
Which I like our chances on that.
Going to be short. Lester took off running and couldn't get it.
Just can't find anybody open. We kind of max protected there. We didn't have a ton of people in the route, so we didn't have a ton of options.
Well, Cardinal defense going to have to make a stand.
I was going to say, big test here for the defense.
Yeah. We could use turnover.
We could.
Handoff up the middle, and he's going to get to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah. I mean, I would expect to hear his name, almost every play.
No, I don't see why you do anything different.
Hand it to him every play.
Yeah. I'd hand it to him 4 plays in a row.
Mm-hmm.
4:45 left to go in the game. Cardinals trailing by 3.
I'd like to know what his average is tonight, Jeff. Average per carry, I would say it's at least
7.
Well, he broke some big ones,
yeah,
too.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
It may be more. It may be 9 or 10.
They're going to get to the outside. There's going to be shoestring tackle at the 28-yard line. Thompson with the tackle.
First down, Panthers.
.407 to go in the ball game. Brian Dean, you're going to have to get them fired up down there, man.
Yeah, no doubt. We need something positive to happen right here for us. Maybe they snap it over his head.
Hand off, and he's going to make it to the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. He found a hole and untouched. Jared, that makes it tough.
It does. It does. There's still lots of time left, Jeff. I mean, anything can happen. We've seen crazier things happen for the Cardinals last year.
Yeah.
But the thing we've got to do is we've got to go down here and score, It's going to be a 10-point game. If they hit this, it's going to be a 10-point game.
Kick is up and good. 41-31. 3:48 left to go in the game.
Yep, offense is going to have to do something here. But Greenbrier has played a great game, Jeff. They've come out. They've mixed up their defense a little bit here in the second half. Able to get a stop twice. We've stopped them twice as well. But that Hassan is the real deal.
It's been a great game to watch, man. This
is
2 really good ball clubs.
Mm-hmm. Our coaches have taken some chances tonight, gone for it on 4th down multiple times. I think it's because they know it's going to be hard to stop them.
Yeah.
Coach Tyson said they may be the best offense in the state, and he may be right.
High kick. Dawson Keaton's going to field it at the 5. Cuts back across the 15, the 20. They're going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line.
Big drive here for the Cardinals. Need to go down and score, preferably pretty fast, because we're going to have to get a stop. We've only got 2 timeouts left. We called that timeout on the 4th down to decide what we were going to do. But a lot of things have to go the Cardinals' way.
Yeah, you're right. Lester going to roll out to this side. Pass is thrown a little bit behind Richards, incomplete.
Found the open receiver. That was the one he needed to throw it to. Just the way his momentum was carrying him, threw that ball back to the inside a little bit too much.
3:34. 2nd down and 10. Straight drop for Lester. Pass to low across the 25. Pickup of about 5 yards.
Yeah, I'm going to bring about 3rd and 5, 3rd and a long 5. Big play here. Big play. I don't know. Their defense has just turned it on, Jeff. Their coverage has gotten way better in the second half than it was in the first half. We were finding holes in that defense, and they shored some stuff up during halftime and done a better job covering our pass routes.
Lester on the rollout.
Yep, he's not going to make it.
Going to be short. Be another 4th down for the Cardinals.
You know, with 2:50, 4th and 4, 4th and 3, I think you got to go for it.
Oh, yeah. You're down 2 possessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will bring up a 4th down.
Two receivers on the near side, 2 on the far. Lester, straight drop.
We're going to get a hold call. We're going to get a hold. Yep, that is going to be on our offensive line. I'm pretty sure it's on our center. We'll watch this replay here. Oh, that's the wrong play.
Fourth and 14.
Pretty much the game right here, Jeff.
We'll get across the 30. Going to be
yeah, going to be short.
Well, Coach Tice is wanting them to give it to him. Let's see where it's at. No, they look where they got it marked. We're short.
Well, we're looking at it.
Yeah, they're going to say short.
Let's see where he goes down. His knee goes down. Should be on about the 32.
I got it on 31, Jared.
Well, I think they did short us then. I think they shorted us there, Jeff. I think it was on the 32.
32 would have been a first down.
Yep.
Well, Cardinal defense needs to hold right here. Just don't let them score again.
Yeah.
Handoff. Quick cut back. He's still fighting for yards. That running back runs hard, man.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah, you just watch that replay.
Yeah, we're
You're right
watching
there.
the replay. It's I think they shorted us, but that happens sometimes.
Well, Jordan, what you got to do now is you got to get on the bus. You can't let this carry over.
Yep, that's right.
You got to get ready for a tough Morrilton team for next week. Handoff up the middle. Cardinals going to stop them. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains.
First Cardinals, first conference loss in a while.
Yeah, you're right. Didn't lose any last year.
Yeah, like we won a few at the end of the year
Yeah,
before. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since the Cardinals have lost a conference game.
Play clock down to 12. A minute 20 left to go. Let's see what Greenbrier
First down, you would think they'd start, we're not going to call a timeout. They'd start kneeling it.
They're going to try to score. They're going to try to run and score. And they're going to. Well, I can't believe they didn't take a knee.
Well,
Yeah,
with a minute left,
Yeah.
we're not calling timeouts.
Yeah.
Up by 10. No.
Yeah, this people going to wake up in the morning, look at this score, and it's nowhere.
No, it was way closer
Yeah.
than what the score
Yeah.
shows.
After is good. That's number 17. He's been good.
48-31. It's second half. Greenbrier dominated, Jared.
They did. Came out and really played well in the second half. They just hold us to a field goal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Held us to one field goal in the second half after scoring 28 in the first half. They made some good adjustments defensively. But, Cardinals down by 10. I think we get the first down there. A holding penalty, hurt us. We got the first down. Got it called back for holding. I think we got the first down again. They short us on the spot. And then they're able to score and go up by 17.
Yeah. .102 left to go in the ball game. High kick. Going to go out of bounds. So the Cardinals will have it at the 35-yard line.
Well, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but Brian Dean's up here, and I want him to watch this replay. So, Brian Dean, watch this replay. This is on our fourth down that we didn't get. So the yard marker's on like the 31.5. It's real close.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
I think it's
That
a
is
first
real
down.
close, but-
I think it's a first down.
Do they not measure in high school football?
They do, but they didn't right there.
Pass is complete to the far side. Dawson Keaton makes two miss. He'll get across the 45. They'll stop the clock as they move the chain. 52 seconds left to go in the game. Lester going to roll out. Pass is complete.
What a catch. They got a hand on it, too, I think.
Yeah, Dawson Keaton catches it at the 42-yard line. That'll move the sticks.
Yeah, I'd love to go down and score before the end of the game, just to. Mm-hmm.
Pass complete on the far side, and they're going to get out of bounds inside the 40.
Good job by Miller.
Down to the 38. Pickup about 7. Make it 6. I'm going to move it back a little bit.
Yep, they have moved it back a few times tonight.
Lester. Pass is
out of
complete.
Bounds. Good.
Get out of bounds.
And
That'll
the
be
first
enough
down.
for a first down. 22 seconds.
Pass was complete. Number 8, Cameron Gilbert. He stripped up by 46. Brady Milbanks. First and 10.
Well, Jeff, I think we'll be back in action next week. Thursday night volleyball versus Harrison. And then Friday night, we at home against Morrilton?
Yeah,
at home against Morrilton. So that'll be 2 games next week.
Lester. Straight drop. Now he takes off. They're going to run out of bounds. It'll be second down. Pick up about 9, 8 or 9. We're going to say 9. 14 seconds left. Ball's at the 22. Congratulations to the volleyball team last night. Go to Siloam, win a tough one.
Boy,
down 2 sets to 1. Come back and win in 5.
Yeah. Down 2 sets to nothing on Tuesday against Van Buren at home and come back and win it. So, yeah, exciting week for the volleyball Cardinals. They're undefeated in conference play.
Lester's pass to Dalton.
First down, I'll stop the clock.
Is complete. They'll stop the clock with 8 seconds. Now they'll wind the clock.
We could have called a timeout, but we didn't.
Lester's pass to Keaton.
Touchdown.
End zone. Touchdown. At the buzzer.
It's a great throw right over his shoulder. He draws that in.
Yeah. Great catch. So kick a field goal, make it back to a 10-point game.
Yeah, great catch. Watch him pull that in one-handed right there.
So, Jared, tough night for the Cardinals. Great ball game to watch.
It was.
2 outstanding offenses. And, Jared, you missed it. No disrespect for any other team in our conference.
Yes.
But from what we've seen so far, this looks like to be the 2 best teams in the conference. You know, and so the Cardinals now going to have to regroup. Next week, play a very tough Morrilton game. Congratulations to Greenbrier.
It looks like we do have, looking ahead next week, Caroline Cox playing in the state tennis match.
There we go.
On Monday.
Yeah.
That'll be Monday. So, yeah.
All right. Brian Dean, you got anything?
Time to get on the bus and regroup and turn our focus away from this one and on to Morrilton.
That's right. That's right. All right, Cardinal fans, you've been listening to Jeff Oxford, Jared Morrison, and Brian Dean. Tough night for the Cardinals, lose by 10. Everybody have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.